All right. Hi, folks that have made it and or have shown up. Hello. It is a Sunday, and I will not disclose if I am actually hungover and or if I slept in this makeup. So, hi. Welcome to Family Brunch. I am Sarah, pronouns whatever. Social is in the corner. You can find me on most things. I am being joined by fellow Lagniappe player person James. So if you want to say hi, James.
Yeah. Hi, I'm James the Lorebot. My pronouns are also all of them. You can find my Twitter and most of the handles you can find me under right there. I am a member of Lagniappe as well as the Blank Bodies.
Oh yeah, I also blank body. I research and write. So if you're interested in 5th edition V5 Vampire the Masquerade questions, concerns, wondering how the mechanics work now, lore updates, all that kind of fun stuff, check us out on most of your podcast streaming things for that. We're about to start Tremere month. I'm very excited. I know no one else is happy, and that's fine. We don't have to worry about that.
Why would we be?
It's sure, sir. The patrons voted for it. This is what the public wants. So it's what we're doing.
I know. I thought better of the patrons and Twitter.
Rude. Absolutely rude. How dare. All right, so
we didn't even do NOS yet.
Yeah, so we decided as our little actual play troupe to kind of take it easy, considering post holidays, everybody dealing with life stuff, and also all the drama and whatnot with the TTRPG community and OGL and all that nonsense. And also, this might be a chill way for those who are not used to World of Darkness or Vampire the Masquerade to kind of scooch on in. So we're going to be playing Coteries of New York, which is a Vampire the Masquerade, I'm going to call it a visual novel game. The best way to put that, do you think?
I think that is actually what it's considered.
Just literally what it is. I always just call it like a point and click game because I grew up in the 90s because I am an old and I like point and click games. So,
well, point and click games would imply you move. This one's just like one of those old R.L. Stine choose your own adventure books.
Yeah, but it's gorgeous and the music slaps. So we're gonna have some fun playing that. And yeah, so we're gonna scoot on over that. And if anybody has questions, comments, concerns, we have a chat. Please tell me. Also, if you have things you want us to click in the game, please tell me in the chat and we will proceed from there. So it's just chill vibes is the plan and hopefully everything goes well. So here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, bitches. I have transitions. I am a real gamer. I should never say that again. I'm sorry. I am a nightmare person. Why do you guys... They let me do that. They let me be in charge of this. This is Lagniappe's fault. This is what you all get. So, we have played Coteries of New York as a little group together and done a hangout before. Should we load that, or should we go ahead and just do a fresh newbie, considering it's just the two of us?
I mean, if it's just the two of us, I was here for that one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could, also depending on how many people we have returning.
Like, yeah, you know what? Let's just start a new one. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Empty. I have an empty spot. Words. Hard. Yes. All right.
You're fine.
So, our channel first run, we did the Toreador character. Do we want to have another run with him and see if we can get farther? Or,
if we're being honest, it would be Bruja for you.
This is a group. This is a team effort, sir. How dare you? Do you want to do the Bruja or do you want to do the Venture Lady?
No. Let's do the. I think the Toreador, unless the chat. I don't know how many people we have.
I think right now it's just us, and until the chat says something, we're just gonna go.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just.
Oh my God, we have a friend. Hello, it is Chess.
Oh. Yay.
So, Chess. Just so you know, we just started. I did not open our previous file, unless people really want me to go back for some reason. So we can either play the Toreador again and see if we can get further, or we can do a new clan. So if you could let me know what you're thinking on that, and we shall proceed.
Honestly, I think if we're gonna start a new one, it should be a new clan. But if not, we just do the save file we had. Because I was able to watch, I wasn't able to be in, but you know.
Yeah, it's all good. James, pick something.
Yeah, let's do what we let's do the save file we had.
I have to go
just
back.
in case, like, you know, YouTube viewers are watching the VODs. I mean,
Okay. So we're going back. Eric. Oh wait, Recess Adventure. We're going back.
Okay. Well.
Back. Nope. Save an exit. Get out. Get me out of here. We're doing a new one. Let's do the venture. There we go. We can always go back to the Toreador. I have that file. That's the nice thing about technology. We have options. So
I remember the days when games didn't have save files.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks like a pre-evolution Karen.
Rude.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Amanda does fit, but also Brendo would work.
Yeah. You know what? Because we stan a queen, I'm just gonna say Olenna.
Okay, alright.
Hell yeah. Alright, accept.
That's it. It was me.
This is what we're doing. Alright, York taught me to believe in fate. I should probably not be reading these, but here we are. Had you asked me about fate back when I was a human, I would have told you. It's superstitious bullshit. That we're all designers of our own destinies. That belief shattered when the richest woman in the United States, the actual richest one, not a face you could have seen in the papers, of course, sank her teeth deep into my neck. Ah, shit.
Oh, that's hot.
I'm thinking, is it, oh shit, I'm forgetting her name. Venture lady, that she has the lore sheet of the diamond gimp masked guy.
Oh yeah, and isn't that B-Day Walters Malwa?
Yeah.
It's not his sire in
I don't think she's his sire. I think
Chicago. I think that's just his friend.
Yes.
It's ironic because she's hardline cam.
Yeah, no, just what the fuck's her name? I'm brain fogging. I haven't had a full caffeine, and I'm sorry, everyone. But you know what? I'm here for it. It happened the very same place you're standing in right now, by the way. Fate, you just... Why did you bring me to your undeath birthing place? Sir, ma'am, Silhouette, why are you like this?
You can't be very old if that's the building you were unbirthed in.
Yeah. Please, there's absolutely no need to be hostile. Just listen a little longer. See, my mistake was that I flew too close to the sun. It makes sense that my punishment was to never see its glow again. God. Okay, here's the thing. I'm here for gothic tragedy and being a sad boy. God, this...
This man doing it too much?
It just... I don't like the vibe of it. I'm just like, no. It's the vibe of somebody who has not actually read Lord Byron, but they want to seem smart, so they, like, reference them. But, like, that's it. And you're just like... Anyways. I was incandescent myself, God! I want to throw this person through the window.
I mean, there's a window right there.
I'm assuming I'm not strong enough to throw them through skyscraper glass yet. I had it all. Money, looks, confidence, connections, men, women, a career. Okay, a bisexual icon.
Yeah, I mean,
And
at
a
least.
spark in my eye. One you need to be born with. Oh, don't. Don't
I mean,
give
if
me
all
this
vampires
eugenics
don't
bullshit. No.
like, if all vampires don't default to at least bisexual, what the fuck are you doing with
I
eternity?
know.
It's either that or you're nandoring.
That's when someone far more powerful than me saw my radiance and thought, that won't do. Yes, that.
All right, that sounds like quitter attitude right there.
No, well, like, the Nosferatu are known to be kind of petty because them and Toreador beef. So they'll snipe embraces from people that are being groomed to be Toreador because they're just like, oh, they think they're pretty, don't they? What if I take away their nexus of self-worth and then see if they can make it? That's fun. Because Nosferatu be petty sometimes. She robbed me of the light erupting from within and gave me a subtle, enduring gleam in its place. She decided that would fit me much better.
Yeah, but isn't this a Ventrue?
We don't technically know yet.
Oh.
She was a 9th generation kindred, just like you. Okay, so we're a 9th gen. So, for baby bats, most of the time when you start in V5, you're kind of hovering around like 10 through 16. And 10, it follows golf rules. So, like, the lower the number, the more powerful. And, yeah, 9 is not something to fuck around with the current power levels.
Yeah, I was about to say, if this was set in, like, the old 1st and 2nd gen, that was, like, base level. Like,
well, depending, because there's sometimes you could buy yourself into higher, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, this might have been written by somebody who 100% was thinking of, like, the 2nd edition. But yeah, that's higher than you can even get at base character creation.
But what if this is preamble and we're looking at the eyes from an NPC?
And there you go.
There you go. It's such an eyesore when you look at some loudmouth braggart and see them for all they really are. The temptation to teach them a lesson can be unbearable, right? I'm like, yes, I've listened to you talk for 2 minutes, and I get it.
We already want to Sparta kick you out the window, man.
Well, my sire's lesson was a lesson about fate. A message saying, you're eternally doomed to be at the mercy of your sovereigns. It almost drove me to destroy myself. That's just capitalism.
Red only mulligan, what?
What saved me was the ability to reinterpret her teachings. Hers wasn't a message of doom. It was a message of hope. Fate exists, and one can shape it if given the right tools. That's just how time works. That's just how time works. Okay, sorry.
Not if you see the time knife.
Yep. My sire didn't believe my tools were fitting for the job. She considered them toys, and me, just her amusing subject. Okay, that is a very, very Ventrue Toreador.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Tremere. It's very Camarilla.
Yeah, just I'm bored with this toy now. The toy's a person. Don't care. Don't care.
Well, she's deader and dead now, and I'm still here, standing right where she stood when we first met. Okay, so not Diamond Gimp Mask Lady in the canon, so that's good to know.
Good.
I'm gonna hate myself when, like, 5 minutes from now I actually remember that NPC's name. You might have wondered if I'd learned about your arrival to JFK Airport. Oh. Somebody getting flight logs? My answer is, of course, destiny. God, fuck off. As luck would have it, today happened to be a day some of my associates were inspecting the coffins. Wait. Okay. Now, I have to pause here only because I am a fan of Ask a Mortician, and she's done an episode about transporting corpses via aircraft. And once that sucker's closed, you don't just fucking open that shit. From my understanding, so I'm like, sir, you've broken the chain of command. How dare you? This is not acceptable. Driving you straight here from the plane and having you wake up in such an unfamiliar place was a little desperate. And I do apologize for it. You don't apologize for shit. Why are you lying to me? It was so rare for you to visit New York. 3 times in the last 15 years, was it? You're never eager to inform me you're here. Okay, so we technically know who this is.
Okay.
Okay. And we're kind of frenemies, is the energy I'm getting. I understand you still have that meeting on 53rd Street later tonight, so I'll provide a comfortable transport. I value our relationship very much, don't get me wrong. Don't gaslight me. Fuck you.
Gaslight girl boss.
It is precisely because I value it that I'm going to ask you to repay the boons. Boons.
There we go.
There we go. So, for baby bats who don't know what a boon is, vampires don't give a fuck about money, because a lot of them, unless you're exceptionally stupid, you live long enough that you just end up having a lot of money, because that's how banks work. And so what the currency that they kind of give more of a fuck about is boons, which is a socially recognized agreement that it's like you owe people favors. There's different levels of favors, and if you don't honor the boons, it's like a big social no-no, and you're kind of fucked if you don't. And people will owe people boons, buy people's boons, trade each other's boons. So like you might end up accidentally owing a boon to somebody you don't fucking know because the person you gave the boon to initially traded it to somebody else who traded it to somebody else, and it's a whole thing. It's a lot of fun dramatics.
I'm always amazed that the boon system doesn't have like coins like the John Wick Assassin Society has.
I mean, there's in Camarilla cities there is a person within like the circle of harpies that's in charge of like keeping track of that shit. And at least for a game we're working on right now that I'm doing that's based in V5 around the circulatory system, I thought it would be fun to have boons kept track of via like electronic records through like the UPC codes for VHSs from like video rental stores. Because like they're up until like super recently, they were fucking everywhere, and they're often open super late, and if they were open like 24/7, like no one would really question it really. And it was a subtle way that you could maintain Masquerade and like scan barcodes and update files and shit like that. But you know, we don't have rental stores anymore, and that might be a plot point in a thing I'm working on. But anyways.
Oh no.
Oh no. You might think it's impossible to get away with it unpunished. Oh, we're there. He's asking us to break rules, which, depending on the level of boon, you might have to do. Because if it's like a little trivial boon, you're just like, bruh, I owe you like 2 cups of coffee. Like, no, I'm not breaking societal norms.
Yeah, I owe you like talking to a guy. Fuck off.
Yeah. But if it's like a major boon or a life boon, and they're just like, hey, homie, I know we have a secret vampire society with a lot of social rules, and if you break them, you might end up dead. I need you to do it anyways. Looks like that's the situation this NPC's in, so. But this is New York.
Yeah.
I don't know about other cities, but in this one, fate really exists. And I'm like, oh, New York. And now it's smiling in your face. Is it really smiling in my favor? Bruv. Right? I was like,
show me the teeth on New York.
I don't. The thing is. Oh god, like the thing is like, goddamn, canonically, I guess New York did at one point have teeth.
Yeah.
But we'll cover that when we do our Zamitzi episode on Blank Bodies, or if we get into more Zamitzi shenanigans with Lagniappe. How about that?
Yeah.
This is how it begins. Your phone rings. It's your boss. Again. Well, I'm glad. Slight backtrack because my chat is lagging for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
I'm glad that somebody actually that is from New York actually is able to gauge this, because I've been to JFK and I've been to the Newark airport, but I've not been to like New York proper, so I have no judgments. I can't say shit. Like, I've technically been in New Jersey, and I'm like, no. Oh, I clicked things by mistake. No! Our boss is a dick. Okay, fine. You grit your teeth a little. The boss hangs up. 2 hours. You might as well pour another coffee into yourself and figure out how best to... Oh, no. Honey. Honey, they cannot be paying you enough for this Sigma grind set. There's no way.
No. They're not.
There's no fucking way.
They never are.
Ah. Absolutely not. I do not approve.
They never are.
No. Okay. Hopefully now I've got the lag thing figured out. I probably don't, but it's fine. You suspect everyone knows that no, you're actually not happy with your current position. That, in fact, you feel squished against the glass ceiling that comes with the territory. Yep. Oh, yay. I love being a woman in finance.
Corporate hierarchy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, fucking... I will say this at least about bigger cities, because, like, I've not been in New York. I have been to London and Edinburgh several times, and you get kind of the same thing, where, like, places get old enough and big enough, and there's, like, too many people in an area, and you're just, like, there's just this whole vibe that is just separate from the actual people, and it's really hard to explain. And... yeah, it's wild, and I don't know. I'm assuming there's a sociologist that could explain this better, but I am not that person. But yeah, so here
it could
we
also
are.
be a science thing.
Yeah, well, sociology is a science.
Well, no. I mean, like a biology science thing, because like people radiate with a frequency. So if you get enough people in there, you know, there's a hum your body's feeling.
Wow. Are you getting into a spiritualism thing, or a collective unconsciousness, Jungian archetype-y?
I was going for like half collective unconscious, but more like actual, like just the radio wave frequencies that like matter produces. Just like the amount of people.
Yeah.
Like it could just be like humans are not used to having X amount of other humans around, therefore that might be the squidge you feel.
Yeah. I don't know. Fucking also, like, if you just get into like human society, we've been making cities for tens of thousands of years. So humans are just bees with shoes. We are monkey bees. For some reason, this is what we do, and we are playing this poor lady who... oh, she also has a Mac. Ugh, gross. Sure, your idiot supervisor might have gotten the job only because he's the CEO's golfing buddy, but you're going to put in an unholy amount of... I feel red right now, and I hate this. Why? Get out of here. Times were you laughed at the idea of staying at the office until 9 p.m. You had a partner to go home to, the nightly Netflix and chill ritual to perform, complete with pizza or Chinese takeout. Ever since you moved up the ladder, though, your hours have only gotten longer. Food, mostly at the empty cafeteria, sometimes takeout, always in a rush. You praise the heavens for your crazy metabolism and dread the day it finally decides to give up. Rest? At this point, the cleaning lady who takes care of your apartment probably spends more time in your bedroom than you do. That's not healthy.
No.
You flash back to your boss quoting Shakespeare to impress his new, extremely attractive and uncomfortably young secretary. Oh no!
The previous statement is one reason why when people are just like, I want to be a Ventru, I'm like, you willingly chose that?
Oh no.
Willingly? Why? Why would you choose the grind immediately?
Well, like, I can understand players being interested in going through what it would mean to be a Ventru, because the way the Ventru tend to canonically be very choosy and select about who they're choosing to embrace.
Yeah.
I generally find it not common or for it to often make sense for somebody to choose to be embraced as a Ventru. That is more of a, you have been plucked from the garden because you've excelled higher than your peers kind of a situation.
Oh, no. I was trying to state like the anytime somebody's like, oh, if you could choose to be embraced by one vampire clan in real life, those people. And they're just like, I chose Ventru. I'm like, Judgment.
I feel Venture is a clan where I'm like, I think I would do well, but I don't think I would be chosen, mostly because I am poor.
Yeah.
Anywho, for some must watch while some must sleep, so the runs the world away. I did not read the Shakespeare line well, and it is fine. But
it's okay. You're not going to college to be an actor.
I kind of technically am. Anywho, drinks mostly with colleagues, and they all pretty much hate you at this point. Well, fuck them.
Then don't go out to drinks with them. Fuck them.
Another flashback, this time to the most profitable quarter in the company's history. Still, the board decided that layoffs were in order. Yep, that makes sense.
Corporate America.
Your boss didn't feel like letting people know in person, so he passed the privilege on to... Oh, God. Gross. Gross. Gotta hand it to him. He always knew how to pick his battles. Yeah. You don't end up as a businessman who make the line go up if you don't pick the right fall guys. Oh, yeah, no, like, I can totally understand wanting the power fantasy, Shas, of, like...
Yeah.
Wanting to be seen as a kind of elite leader type person.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of ways to go about that, and I kind of wish more Venture players would want to explore that aspect of it and what that actually means, and get into the philosophy of, like, power and leadership and command and all that kind of stuff. But I am a big philosophy dork, so here we are. But maybe, just maybe, tonight is the night. It all's going to change. It is going to change for us, honey, because we're playing this game. Oh no!
It just might not change in the way you were hoping, but probably a better way, maybe.
Maybe.
Or your bosses might get way shittier and your coworkers might hate you even more.
You decide to play the good looks angle. Nothing too slutty. You leave your blouse slightly unbuttoned. Check if your ass looks good as you remember in your pencil skirt. The mirror says yes. Look, I'm gonna completely own the fact that I will absolutely weaponize other people's perceptions of me physically in game stuff, because I think it's funny. So, like, I vibe with this. That's just like, yeah, no, I accept that I know that I am a genderless trash panda. Other people don't see that.
They don't know.
They don't see that. They just see hot goth mommy titty girlfriend, and, you know. You know what, I'm just in here like, you know what, girl, work.
Bitch, you better work.
It's not something you're proud of, but you become too jaded to care. Girl, yes.
Yes.
Fucking, yes.
I feel like you just needed this game.
It's fine. It's fine. Knowing your luck, the investor is going to be one of two types. A self-obsessed Musk wannabe in his 20s, or a fat old pervert drenched in cologne.
And I don't know which one is worse.
They're both terrible.
Yeah, they're both bad.
Thank you. Thank you, Chaz. Apparently I'm the most Aquarius. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that the Musk wannabe is worse only because, one, they're gonna be here longer, and two, they
might have the ability to actually have strength to do a problem to you, where the old one you can
no,
push them over.
that's not it. It's more the old pervert. They mostly kind of vibe in their own lane. The Musk wannabe has these like ideas of grandeur, and they're gonna like affect society and just like accelerate hate crimes, which is not a thing we want. So, these are just both bad choices.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Chas. You're adorable, and I appreciate your face. You hear the elevator ding. Time to get the show on the road. You take one final look in the mirror and fix your hair as the footsteps echo across the empty hall. Scene change? No, not yet. The man who approaches your office is not what you expected. Oh! Is he hot? Oh, the music change. Oh, shit. He's slick, to be sure, but he seems to be a bit more refined than your usual company man. Expensive suit, matching tie and shirt. Confident in his stride. Surprisingly good looking. Oh, no, he's hot!
Yeah, yeah.
No! No! If this ends up being like a hot corporate goth daddy, I'm gonna be very upset.
Well,
okay.
Joke's on you.
Not my vibe, but, you know, I get it.
But, like, actually, like, yeah, I get it. It's like a kind of... God, I can't remember the name of... The Skarsgård? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good evening. I hope this unforeseen visit isn't too much of an inconvenience.
It is, leave.
Help, he's hot. God, that voice. You're taken aback by how smooth and strong it is, and his eyes, steel blue, cold, intense.
Oh, wait
Somebody's using presents. Fuck you.
He is. Also, no, that's Vigo, the Carpathian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my brain, this guy would be most dangerous for me if he had like the whole Mads Mikkelsen thing going on. I'm like, God damn it.
That was actually the actor I was thinking of, but, you know, kind of fucked it on the name. I was like, I know this guy.
It's okay. He's all business, professional. Treats you in a manner that's appropriate to your stature. When he speaks, he actually looks you in the eye and nod at your cleavage. Okay. Okay, you know what? We stand an ally. This is fine.
Yeah.
He asks some questions about your work, tells you how he noticed your input after talking to the CEO. Another golfing buddy, question mark? And comes charmingly close to calling your boss an incompetent doofus. All right, you know.
All right, never mind. He's our new favorite friend.
This brought it back around. I was like, okay, cool. See, this is the difference between somebody who's actually rich and somebody who just has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because at least the people who are actually rich understand, oh, if I fuck around too much, a guillotine will happen, so I need to be respectful of the peasants.
Yeah. If I don't, problems.
Alright. All the while, you try to guess his accent, but can't quite place it. European for sure, but from where? Okay, we're just talking to Mads Mikkelsen in my head. That's all that's happening.
Yep, exactly.
I accept this.
A little bit less attractive Mads Mikkelsen, if we're being honest.
No, this also might just be a lighting thing.
Yeah, it could be.
I know I've kept you long enough, but would you indulge me and join me for a drink? Of course. For a minute there, it seemed like he wasn't that kind of guy. Oh. That was supposed to be a of course. But what the hell? You go with it. Okay, cool. My tone was correct. He seems nice enough. Besides, it's not like you have other plans. Oh, no.
Girl, don't sell yourself short.
What? Me? No.
No, her.
Yeah. Well, I
Maybe
mean,
we'd be
she's
like,
also
"Ah, fuck it."
acknowledging she's like gone full, grind set. I don't do other things outside of work, so, Ooh, scene change.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, this is gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love this. Like all the little floaties among the lights, and just. I love this. I wish more places looked like this instead of this weird corporate industrial design shit we've been doing as of late in public spaces. And I'm just like, oh god, please. Anyhow, the investor has a limo waiting downstairs. Of course, it's a fucking limo. And the driver takes you to a high-end restaurant in Williamsburg. I am only aware of Williamsburg because of punk music, and I know it used to have a bunch of fucking hipsters. I don't know if it's still like that. Oh, hello, Morgan friend. But yeah. Yes, please cause chaos. Tell me choices that are, gonna disrupt things. We'll see how we go.
Oh, is that what I need to be telling you? Oh, I can do this so much.
Well, we haven't quite made it to choices yet. We're still in the prologue.
Okay.
A seat is waiting for you in the deluxe lounge. Oh my god, and it's just the two of you. It's almost like he planned this. You talk about this and that. Your companion seems to have a knack for history. Ventrue.
I mean, that is a very Ventrue thing. They like history and chess.
Oh my god, it is Lag. I'm sorry. I forget your civilian name sometimes. I apologize. So tell me, what would you do if you had full control of the company? Uh-oh.
Yep.
You almost choke on the wine. This is your chance. You say what's been on your mind for months, but hide it behind a veneer of professional corpo babble. Refocusing. Listening to your instincts for once. Restructuring. Kicking out your boss. Aggressively pursuing new markets. Getting the hell away from all these horrible people. Fucking, I hate corpo babble so fucking much.
I feel like kicking out your boss almost feels like the fuck this guy.
I mean,
That's the first thought.
Yeah, just
especially with the way that it's said, it's nepotism. Like it's not solely something that just benefits you. It also is like, this guy's only here because like fucking he's golfing buddies. Like that's it.
right.
Like
well,
that, I don't feel like that's unreasonable.
A lot of jobs and industries kind of do rely on nepotism in more ways than you expect, where it's like, yeah, you might have gotten a job because, you know a friend or a buddy. And, like, I don't think nepotism is inherently bad. It's just maybe, you should have other skills and assets outside of the nepotism, maybe? Just,
Yeah.
He likes the sound of that. Hooray! He leans forward. Oh, no! His eyes flash with intensity and something else. Oh, no! He's using a thing! Get the fuck out of here! No! Sir!
Run.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. A strange emotion that wasn't there before. No! Get out of my head.
Get out of my head, child! Get out of my head!
You'll do just fine. No, I won't! I will not do just fine. Get out of here! Get out of here!
You're not safe. You're not safe.
Ugh. His words echo inside your head as you black out. No! No! Bad brain touch, Mads Mikkelsen. No! You wake up. God only knows how much later. As you try to piece together what happened, you hear a familiar voice. The investor, or whoever the hell he is, talking to someone. You suddenly recall snippets. Fragmented memories. His sapphire eyes intensely locked with yours. His teeth suddenly longer and sharper. No! Help! Don't like it.
There is no help, only superpowers.
And something else. A feeling on your neck that takes you back to your last orgasm. Oh!
Oh,
A company trip to Florida. Honey, you deserve better than orgasms in Florida. No one deserves that. Oh, honey, no. You could do so much better.
Oh, and the fact she's fucking somebody from HR. No.
Oh no, it's a cute person from HR. Well, like,
as I said.
Like,
no.
Hot people can be in HR, but you can't be
fucking HR.
Girl, you can't be hooking up with HR. Like, don't hook up with your coworkers. Generally, is a good idea. You know, I find that to be a good policy in my life. It's done me well. Like, take their number and wait till they leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
The tea, though, you're right. The tea. Not saying that, you know, like, hooking up in the supply closet wouldn't be kind of hot, but like, I don't need, one climax does not equal fucking with my paycheck, you know? Like, it is, oh my God. Though, you know, it's like, yeah, vampire bites are very horny in this game, and that's fine, and I'm here for it, and I love that. And also, I'm just like, you know what, I'm sorry, dearie, that, like, oh girl, we need to find a romance option for this character. Like, she needs to get her groove back. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is just sad.
Yes, I'm done here. Consider my debt paid. Get the fuck out of here, Kirkland's best Mad Mickelson. No. The investor pushes the other figure aside, walks away from the lounge, barely bothering to look at you. The door locks behind him. Okay, so did this man's do an embrace without the prince's permission and without, like, fully vetting you as a Ventru and giving you all the training he's supposed to give?
Yeah, did he just kind of like walk up and go, good enough?
Did he absolutely shot his own Dignitas in the foot? God damn. Okay, so for those who don't know, Dignitas is the Ventru's kind of honor code or system. So if you're aware of, like, you know, samurai or like chivalrous knights, and they have their own senses, like honor from like doing behavior and like good behavior and doing like good acts for the community and being valiant and da 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 da. So that Ventru have that. And this is gonna absolutely fuck that shit if anybody finds out. Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
You gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did do some vetting, but it's also just like,
it feels like he just kind of went to the corporation and went, It might have been one of his corporations. I don't know.
So it's like, did he try to find somebody? It's like, okay, they're acceptable, but I need to find somebody that like doesn't have a lot of friends and family, somebody that's not going to be like super missed, but is competent enough to do what it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Guys, this is why it's important to have friends. This is why we need to have friends.
You don't have them.
See, this is how I've not been embraced as a vampire yet. I have friends. People would miss me if I disappeared. That's the only thing keeping me safe. Otherwise, all the check boxes.
Yeah, all of them.
Some time passes before you find the strength to get up from the couch. You touch your lips. Blood? Did that asshole hit you? You know what? Fair. That is a fair assessment.
Yeah.
You try to stand up, but your head is pounding and your stomach is heavy like a knot, pulling you down. You didn't have that much to drink. He must have spiked your wine. This is bad. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if you... Well, I mean, I guess the HR guy you fucked is left, so it's safe to go to HR now, I guess.
Yeah.
You frantically check your clothes. Pristine. Doesn't make any sense. This is a nightmare.
It's not gonna go well.
No. Yeah, see, this is why when you go places, you need to, like, text a friend. maybe geolocate. Like, oh god.
Some shit. Yeah, just anything.
Yeah. Mass embrace as a shovel head to get lag. That's what happens when all of your friends go to a concert in the middle of the woods that like nobody knows about. You need to have a friend outside of the group to be like, hey, so we're going to this place, here's the address.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, a feeling hits you unlike anything you've ever felt before. You fall to the floor, writhing in all-encompassing pain and hunger. Oh no, it begins! No! The kind that makes your insides burn. That cannot be denied. You try to calm yourself down with a breathing exercise they taught you at some bullshit mindfulness course. Okay. I'm gonna spill a little bit of tea just because I don't work for fucking Starbucks anymore and I don't plan to ever go back.
Yep.
During the panini, Starbucks was like, hey, what if we, instead of paying our employees more, got them a like meditation app? And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Just
Delightful.
That's when it hits you. You're not breathing. Oh no. Hey fam, you ever get roofied so hard you stop breathing? That's not good. Just this is very stressful. This is very stressful to read about, but it's fine. And holy shit, your heart should be jumping at your chest with that realization, but it's not moving. Not even a beat. Oh no, we're dead.
No.
Yeah, no. I feel like the other reason I should never be embraced as a vampire is I'm immediately gonna fall into the, like, what we do in the shadows canon. Of just... There is some seriousness there, but it's all just in this, like, cocoon of absolute buffoonery. The door unlocks. You hear a startled voice. A young man in a waiter's outfit, his accent thick with an Eastern European harshness, leans over and asks you if you're alright. Oh, he's trying.
Keep trying. Try.
For a brief moment, you wonder what the hell he's doing here. He's working here. Everything is wrong. I mean, that's fair. You're going through a lot of trauma right now.
Yep.
Then his smell reaches your No! Don't eat. No, don't eat the ally waiter. No! It's intoxicating. Everything feels right again. No!
Yes! Do it!
He holds out an arm to help you stand up. No! You grab it firmly with both hands. Then you bite down. You sink your teeth right next to the old school pinup tattoo of Rita Hayworth on his forearm. I would like this person to be my friend, and we're gonna kill him. It takes you a moment to process what you're doing. A part of you wants to break away, but a stronger voice implores you to keep drinking. One thing becomes clear. You're definitely enjoying this. Yeah, he got nommed. No. He only struggles a little, quickly falls to his knees. You can see his eyes now, pale blue and confused. You only bring yourself to let him go once he collapses to the floor. Oh, is he dead? Please don't be dead.
Yeah, I think he did a forever sip.
That is a cool tattoo, though. The man had good taste.
Yeah, he did.
Your bite leaves a bit of a mess of his forearm. Poor Rita, all bloodied, missing half her face. Did you just drink this guy's blood? Yes, we did. No! We can't be killing the help. That's fucked up. You spit out a piece of torn flesh. Oh, oops.
Oh.
That's
a too
lie.
Hard.
Where? What is that? What was in that fucking wine? Yeah, you know what? Valid, honey.
Yeah, fair thought processes.
Barely able to focus, your heart and lungs still motionless, you reach for your phone and dial 911. Operator. 911 operator, what's your emergency? Okay, first choice of the game.
Oh.
Do we tell the 911 operator, my heart has stopped? Do we tell them that we cannot breathe? or that we killed a guy?
I mean, I know the smart choice, but
Oh, it's a Wild Lou has appeared. Hello, friend.
yeah.
You came at a good time, Lou. We got embraced by knockoff Mads Mikkelsen and have now murdered a waiter. So, are we going with I Can't Breathe? All right, cool.
I think I Can't Breathe is the best option.
Cool. Also, fun fact: this game was made in 2019, so before all of the political connotations for that. So you know.
Yeah.
Hooray! I Can't Breathe. Oh yeah. I forgot I named this character Olenna. I feel like that name fits her. Like, that's a really pretty name. Also, Lady Olenna, yes.
Yeah. Tell Cersei it was me.
Ma'am, where are you right now? The door to the lounge swings open. The man who enters is not the one who brought you here. Though there are similarities. Oh no!
Yeah,
is
there
he
are
also
similarities.
hot?
This one's hotter.
He's tall for one, broad-shouldered, handsome, dressed in an immaculate suit. His skin is darker, and the look on his face tells you he is not here to negotiate a deal. Oh no, is it my favorite? He notices the smartphone in your hand. Yes!
Yeah, it is.
Yes!
Yes, it's Nandor.
It's not Nandor. Pass me the phone if
Look
you
at
want
that
to
man
live.
and tell me that's not Nandor.
The man's voice is persuasive, calm, but carrying clear threat. He's got the aura of a viciously efficient corporate shark. You find it hard to argue with him. Operator. Ma'am? Hello? I apologize for wasting your time. My new colleague got drunk and is now trying to impress everyone with her antics. Good night. He disconnects the call and places your phone in his pocket. No! Fucking stole my phone.
Yeah, you've lost phone privileges.
Yes. For whatever reason, you can barely take your eyes off the stranger. As hypnotizing as his presence is, though, it is also highly discomforting. My favorite. Good evening, miss. I'm here to pick you up. All right. Who are you? Pick me up. Call an ambulance. But not for me.
I feel like calling an ambulance, but that's just because I am also here for the memes.
I mean, I'm always here for the memes, but also, you know. I'm trying to give Chad a chance to decide if they want me to pick something in particular.
Catch up.
Yeah, why not? It's fun.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know. Also, I just love that there's like the tiniest hint of like the floral details on his suit. It's so good. I have played this game before, so I'm like, I know who this is. I'm just trying to not spoil it for people who don't know. But like the suit, like the subtle detail gives it away, and I love it.
Yes, it's just because you want to be picked up by that man.
I mean, I do too, so you know.
I mean, fair.
Pick me up. Did I stutter? Sir, I just got embraced. Please be nice. The stranger approaches the waiter and examines his body. Critical condition. He might live. Anyway. Then he sets his sight on you. But, sir. I know this is all new to you, but I've dealt with hundreds of strays like you. And by going by experience, they tend to fall into two categories. First, there are the smart ones who carefully obey my every word and don't try to pull off anything stupid. I always get them where they need to be, safe and sound. And then there's the dumb ones. The punks who thought they could take me on. The wise guys who try to contact somebody secretly and without permission. The troublemakers who try to run off or make a scene. None of them got to their destination in one piece. In fact, most of them never reached their destination at all. Don't scare rouse me, sir. I don't like this.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't threaten me with a good time. His voice becomes slightly bored and monotone. You can tell he's given this speech before. Likely dozens of times. Makes sense. So you see, when I generally consider myself pretty smart, I'm also a Mets fan. No! Sir! Those two things don't go together. Anyways, I don't sports ball much, but I know that's not a good pick.
It's not.
It's one of my true weaknesses. Really? Sir, okay. One that inspired me to come up with a 3-strike system with dealing with pups like you. Don't call me a pup. That's gross. Don't call me that. If you get on my nerves once or twice, well, I understand. Not all of us perform well in stressful... Fuck you. You don't tell me what to do. But cross me 3 times and you're out. No excuses, no forgiveness, no mercy. Okay, guys, we got a little wiggle room of fuckery, but, you know.
Not much.
Not much. As he's talking, he slowly approaches you, adding a bit of a theatrical swagger to his walk. Eventually, he leans in, deliberately invading your personal space. Sir, stop.
Stop it.
Meds is his hyperfixation.
It is.
Sir, how dare you be hot and autistic? This is bullshit.
I mean, Nandor.
You realize it's a test. He's daring you to do something about it. Get the fuck out. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, I got it. There's rules. Say, I understand, sir. Now, fuck you. Every atom of your being screams for you to obey his authority. No, it doesn't. Okay, do we sub, do we brat, or do we bimbo? That's our 3 flavors.
Feel like at least I'm leaning towards fuck you, sir. 'Cause that's like towing the line, but not fully.
That's why I said it's the brat level.
Yeah.
The brat within me does not ever really need to rear its head. It's just kind of the default setting.
Mm-hmm.
That's just... There's a reason I'm a Bruja main.
Are you saying that all Brujas are brats?
Yes.
Heard it here, folks.
All right, we feeling like bratting? Okay, we're gonna brat a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, girl. This is probably gonna get us stabbed, but I'm here for it. I only address my superiors as sir. Respectfully, fuck you. She said respectfully.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's also why I like it, because it's like, that might be okay.
It's okay. You don't have to listen to you. You're not my real dad. I like this response as a... I'm going to comply. I'm going to do what you're wanting, but like, I know you're fucking with me, and I don't approve of that. Strike 1. Watch the language. You're not my dad!
That seems like such an asshole thing to be like, you said fuck you. That's a strike.
Well, depending on how old he is, the swearing is much more of a deal. Moving on, is there anyone you'd want to inform of your current situation? Tell them you're alright. He flashes his fangs briefly, and for some reason, the sight of that sends a chill down your spine. There is something very wrong about him. Yep. Someone closest to you? We're not telling our boss shit, so I'm already taking that off the table. Do we give the sad but honest answer, or do we continue to brat? Oh, that's fair. Yeah, we should just, we could maintain our chill and then just add Elysium, be all like, hey, fuck off.
Yeah.
So do we want to go sad and honest or continue brat? All right, sad and honest. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have anyone. Oh.
Oof.
Oof. The stranger squints at you. He does not believe that we don't have friends. Little does he know.
Little does he know. That's completely honest.
No family, no lover, no friends, nothing. A job. Oof. Oof.
I ain't got shit.
Your blank stare tells him the whole story. He immediately stops prying and gives you something even worse than a look of pity. A look of honest fuck! No! I don't need the hot guy looking at me like he has empathy! No! Don't do that to me!
Over here with them kissable lips and that dark complexion.
Fuck off. Well, that makes things simpler. Let me be crystal clear, just in case. From this point on, you are subject to do different laws than the ones you grew up under, and you'll be watched by many eyes to ensure that these laws are respected. This is true. Hello, welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. Everyone is a narc.
No one is your friend. Everyone's a dick.
You are forbidden from letting anyone know you're still alive. You are forbidden from showing your face anywhere they know you. If anyone comes looking for you, it's over for both you and them. Correct. No, Vamp Daddy. Not praise, not compassion. I don't have a praise kink. Fuck off. That practice tone. You put on your poker face and listen in silence. Mm-hmm. So unless you want your boss to end up at the bottom of the Hudson, I suggest you be cooperative. I do want that boss dead, though. Damn.
Yeah. You just be like, wait,
hold on, rewind, freeze.
Can we just have him killed? Can he just die?
Can I just do that? Don't tempt me. Yes! Fuck our boss. He smiles, revealing fangs again. There's something absolutely sickening about it. Suddenly, you feel overwhelmed by a sense of exhaustion. You pass. Why am I passing out at the speed of plot? Fuck off. Don't do this to me. We are somewhere else now. You regain your senses. You find yourself in the stranger's arms. The man is holding you as you would a spouse who's had a little too much to drink. Okay. That's fine, but why are we in... I don't want to say a hookah bar? But, like, you know... I'm very confused by the setup. It's gorgeous. I love this place, but...
It very much is a hookah bar.
I'm just not used to seeing hookahs with, like, this open flame on top, though, is the thing.
Yeah, weird.
You try to break free, but he holds you close and gives you a cautioning look. Only when you cease your struggling does he let you go. Only now do you notice the change in scenery. You find yourself in a fancy lobby right next to the elevator. Girl, the new scenery is the first thing I would have clicked on. Just been like, oh no, new location, who dis? We're in danger.
It's crime scene number 2.
This is crime scene number 2! Don't let them... We just watched the most recent episode of Wheel of the Worst from Red Letter Media, and sorry.
Yeah. Don't ever let him take you to crime scene number 2!
That is good.
Gouge his eyes!
It is good safety advice and also just good tabletop scene building issues. If an antagonist is hassling you and then is trying to take you to a second location, don't go. Do not go.
Gouge his eyes.
That's how you end up in a ditch somewhere and covered in petrol on fire. Anyways, the place is virtually empty, save for a single concierge and some cleaning staff. Your companion gestures at the concierge as you pass. He picks up the phone. Yeah, we're already in a secondary location. We're fucked. Well, no, that's the thing. Following the canonical plot so far, we were in our office, and then Kirkland's best, Mads Mikkelsen, took us to a second location where we got crimed. And then another guy showed up, and he's taking us to a second location. Like, it's just gonna... I just want the best for Olenna at this point. The elevator arrives, the door opens, and the man motions towards the cabin. After you. You don't get to randomly have manners 3. And then decide to... Stop it. I'm gonna scream. I'm not going anywhere. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Yeah. So this is, I think we're back to, submissive brat and bimbo as our choices.
Sometimes bimbo is a good option.
I feel like bimbo is also gonna get us another strike, and we already got strike 1, so I'm trying to save our second strike for
Well, I feel like I'm gonna scream or I'm not going anywhere are definitely strike options.
Yeah.
Where are we going is just like
I'm cool with this. I just need to know what the fuck. I just woke up.
I just need to know info. Feel like, at least personally.
To a safe place. That's all you need to know. I need to know so many more things. Stepping outside of Olena's journey so far, like, just as a VTM player character, I'm like, I need to know more than this shit. Like, goddamn. Trust me, you don't want to make this difficult. Just get in. This is not reassuring. So the options are step into the elevator, demand to be let go, call for help. I feel like step in the elevator is probably the best idea right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it just like, let's just like, I don't want to blow our second strike on something silly. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. That's my feeling as well.
It's like we've established like, hey, we have some boundaries, but we're willing to do X, Y, and Z, but don't be a dick.
Yep.
God, even the elevator scene is just like fucking pretty. This is ridiculous. I love this game. Going against your instincts, you enter the cabin. Smooth jazz is playing over the speakers as the elevator starts its descent. You are dazed, panicky, and somehow locked in place. It's called the freeze response. Or fawning, actually. You're just kind of yesing in hopes that things don't get worse. On the one hand, you find the stranger's presence oddly soothing. On the other, you can feel your body tensing up with stress. I'm like, yeah, we're being kidnapped, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help but think back to the young waiter. The doe-eyed look on his face, the confused look he gave you just before, you know, we bit his tattoo off.
Yeah.
No, it's better not think about that. Plus, you have other things to worry about, like the fact you're being kidnapped. Thank you, Olena. Thank you.
There we go.
There you go. She's aware. I love this garage. I have filmed. Oh, there's somebody that walked over there. Oh, spooky.
Nope.
Did not like. What I was gonna say is I recently filmed in a parking garage that's much more cursed than this. And this is pretty cursed.
Yeah, I don't think it was that cursed.
It's pretty cursed.
Well, no. This one's cursed. I don't think the one we filmed in is that cursed.
Oh, the other one's so much more cursed. Alright, the cabin door opens to the same garage you arrived at with the investor some hours ago. The man shows you a black Cadillac. Get the fuck out of here with the Cadillac Escalade. Get the fuck out of here. I completely blame the fact that I am a resident of Indianapolis, Indiana, and there's a lot of fucking Cadillac Escalades, and half those motherfuckers cannot drive those cars because they're big-ass boats. Mm-hmm. And I just, fuck those cars. I know what you're thinking. Getting into a car with some strange man. Boy, sure seems like a dumb idea. Maybe I can make a run for it. I might be able to lose him. You know what? You're right. Self-defense training has taught me this is the time to gouge the eyes and run.
Mm-hmm.
Real life advice. If this is happening, hit him in the dick and run. What we're doing in this game is a bad idea in real life. So let me be perfectly clear. Your best bet is to get in, relax, and enjoy the ride. No, it is not! I mean, yes, in this situation, probably is.
Sure.
But, real life, fucking no. Okay, so do we bribe him? Do we ask him more questions, or do we continue to be a sad venture?
Asking more questions is probably a good idea.
Sorry, what?
I said asking more questions probably isn't a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, Andres, yeah, there's actually a load of these, like, visual novel games that are usually on sale on Steam. And if people want, we can continue to play through these as a little group, because I have fun with this shit.
Yeah. See that a goose game?
Okay, we are torn between waiter and what do you want? Because I feel like if we ask what do you want, he's going to be like, I want you to be a good girl and get in the car.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the answer we're gonna get. And so yeah, I'm torn. We got one vote for each. What are you thinking, James?
I think the waiter also might not be a terrible option.
They're both good options, and Shaz also has a point of like, we need more info on the situation. For fuck's sake. You know what? I'm only doing this because we have already clicked the sad venture get his pity route, and that seemed to cause a response. So let's keep being sad. Do you think the waiter upstairs, is he going to be all right? Look, see, being a venture that cares about other people is super valid. Yes. Thank you, mysterious hot stranger. I appreciate just how comforting you are, which is... Yep.
Is he gonna die? Probably.
You look him in the eyes and can immediately tell he's lying. No! No, the hot man lied to me.
That's usually how it goes.
No more questions. Get in the car, please. Well, we gotta please, guys. We gotta please.
We did.
Make a run for it. Get in the car.
Get in the car. We have already struck one.
You know, the bedside manner of a rock. You know, you can get away with having bad bedside manner if you're hot. Let's just get in the car for now and see what let's see what this tertiary location is. Maybe changing locations in a crime scenario follows like a double negative, or like going to the second location is bad, but if you go to the third location, it cancels out and you're good.
Yep.
No.
I think this is like the 5th location?
No, we're still in the same... We're in the building where the bar is. We just happen to be in the lobby of where we were earlier. It seems like the worst idea ever, but this man's made it very clear that you have no choice in the matter. Also, that guy walking in the hallway fucks with me every time.
Yeah.
I have played too much Dead Space. What's your name?
So
I've got friends. Are you going to hurt me? Okay. I feel like asking, are you going to hurt me? One, he's already said he will, and two, feels like a bitch move. We're playing Adventure, let's not. If we say I've got friends, that means that we're lying about saying we didn't have anyone earlier and we're gonna lose our sad venture cookie points.
Yeah, so don't do that.
So I think asking his name might be the best option.
Yeah.
But I am happy to let chat tell me what we're doing. I'm also sad I'm almost out of my fucking Rockstar. Goddamn.
No.
It's fine. This is what I get for being trash. It's fine. Save the tab for later, and yep. All right, let's... You know what? If we're gonna be kidnapped, we should at least be friends. So we're gonna go with, what's your name? Can I at least know your name? You know what? Valid. You'll know it when the time is right. Is now not a right time? Fucking...
Stars are not right.
Are you gonna hurt me, Daddy? I mean, like, he's already said he would, so yes.
But is he actively going to do it now?
I mean, you know, like, we haven't even talked about safe words yet. He takes a glance at his expensive-looking watch. Listen, you really need to quit stalling. We're on a bit of a schedule here. The sun comes up in about 2 hours, and I don't intend to be here when it does. God. Okay, also, fuck Kirkland's best, Mads Mikkelsen, for putting us in a situation where we also have the sunrise to deal with.
Yeah.
On our first night. Did you fucking dick?
Yeah. Like, was he going through a shitload of people and he just finally got you and he was like, ah, good enough.
Right, or I don't know, man. So, the sun schedule. What is this about? These are all roughly asking the same question.
Yeah. Sometimes the visual novel choices aren't really choices, if we're being honest.
So I think if we ask about the sun, we might be able to get more like supernatural, like what the fuck are you, what are we, what is happening? The sun, yeah, let's go with the sun. What does it matter when the sun comes up? Yeah, that's the most valid of questions at this point. Oh, you really don't know, do you? Good thing I got here when I did. Yeah, we don't know shit! We don't know your name, we don't know what happened, we probably still think we've been roofied. Fuck. And and then he proceeds to not say shit, of course. He opens the car door and gestures towards it. You see no point in delaying the inevitable, so you get in! Why is even this interior of a car just gorgeous? Like, this is bananas.
Yeah, like why?
Just,
Sir, I need you to stop staring at me in the rear view mirror. I need your eyes on the fucking road.
Vampire powers means that you have hella peripheral vision. Oh no, the eyes move. He does check the road.
Okay, good.
The car locks the door. Sorry, the door locks behind you. I had a stroke. The Cadillac is almost entirely dark. The side windows seem light-proof. The man gets into the driver's seat, starts the engine, and drives away without another word. How am I alive? Is this a joke? Did I die? Okay, this feels like the sad venture ant question. This feels a little sassy, and this feels a little desperate. Am I reading that wrong?
I think you're reading it correctly.
Okay, chat. This is why I can never be the sheriff. Someone asked me about the sun. I'm gonna respond with the sun is a mass of incandescent gas, but they might be giants.
The sun is a deadly laser.
I mean, they might be giants does slap. I love that band. I feel John is giving Malkavian sheriff energy, which. Having been in a game with a Malkavian sheriff, they are shockingly efficient at that job.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're keeping up with the sad venture.
Yeah.
Did I die? Depends on your definition of death. Sir,
Everybody
I did
gotta
not
be
ask
obtuse
for.
out here.
If I wanted to do philosophy, I would have done the Bruja run. Anyways, listen. I realize you have many questions. Tomorrow you will get some answers, but tonight I need you to do what I say. And right now, I need some quiet, please. He said please again. He's being understanding. You feel too confused to protest. You stay silent for the rest of the ride, even as more questions bubble up to the surface. One of them being, did you actually kill someone tonight? I mean... Staring out the window, you find it hard to focus and quickly lose track of where you're headed. You can only tell that you haven't left Manhattan. Okay, I know about like the different boroughs in New York. I don't know off the top of my head how big Manhattan actually is. I feel like land-wise, it doesn't take up that much fucking space, if I remember right, but... Also, my concept of geography is fucked up because I grew up in the Midwest and we measure distance and time. Anyways. Oh! This parking lot is so cursed! I always forget about this one! Ah! But yeah.
Yeah, this one's cursed.
This is super cursed. Another underground parking. Almost featureless, empty. The car stops, the man opens the door for you. Okay, he keeps opening the door, he's nice. Or there's a child lock. I don't know. We're here. In the cursed parking lot. The stranger walks you to a nearby door. He opens it and motions for you to go in. Go on in, make yourself comfortable. If you get hungry, again, take a look in the fridge. I'll pick you up tomorrow and you'll get your answers. Behind the door is a small room, no windows, just a simple bed, and a single light bulb dangling from the ceiling. This is a murder room. Took me to a murder room. I actually moved into a house that had a murder room basement. Like there was a sectioned off portion of the basement that had a murder room with like a dirty mattress in it, and I didn't know that existed until after I'd signed the lease and begun to move in, because the landlord was shifty.
Yeah, I remember that.
That basement was cursed. A small fridge is humming away in the corner, accompanied by a rattling AC fan in the wall. Oh, okay, well, at least the air's circulating. You're leaving me here? That's not happening. Where are you going? Okay. I feel my soul for Olena really wants to go with "you're leaving me here." Like, really? Like, these two feel like very New Yorker answers, but you know.
Yeah.
This I feel like might get us another strike. And I think Adventure would be a little bit better at playing the word game.
Yeah, where are you going probably would be the more useful answer. That's not happening. Feels like a strike.
Right. Well, like, here's the thing is, where are you going? I feel like he's gonna answer with somewhere else, and then we'll just leave.
Yeah.
With the way he's been answering everything. It's like, but Daddy, I'm sad. Why aren't you going into the murder room with me? This is not fair. Oh, wait. Shaz, did I clean the house after I discovered the murder room? Kinda? Basically, I had the landlord pay somebody to take the dirty mattress out of the basement. Mm-hmm. But I left the dirty murder corner room where it was, because after the landlord got the mattress moved out, I was able to like look at the room, and the rough of the situation was the house was built in the 1900s, so they have this like coal furnace in the corner, and instead of getting it removed, they just like built these walls with like 70s wood paneling, and they had a lock but only on the outside, and I think it was just to cover the old coal boiler and the old coal chute, and the previous tenant might have just been using it for things. I don't know. I didn't ask questions, and I was too nervous to ask my neighbors what the fuck was going on, so I don't really have a lot of answers. And I used that basement as a silkscreen printing studio for like 2 years. So Yup. Anyways, back to the game. You're leaving me here? Yeah, that's where we're going. That's it? You're just gonna leave me here? This feels like a New Yorker answer. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
That's it, for now at least. Just this man and his bedside manner, I swear on God. Look, this room is your best chance of seeing another night. I realize you've been put in a problematic situation, and it's not entirely your fault. Cooperate, and you might still make it. You will learn more tomorrow, but for the time being, get in and get cozy. Sir, you haven't given me a blanket. There's no Netflix.
This is bullshit.
There's been no aftercare. Like, how dare you? Do you want tea? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, so am I a person that, like, super... I wouldn't say I'm super superstitious despite being raised with, like, fairy stories because, you know, Scotland. But I find if I'm in spooky situations, if I kind of just yes and it and just kind of go along with the vibes, things tend to be okay. So, you know. I worked in a murder basement for 2 years and made merch and gave it and sold it to bands. So there's probably a bunch of punk bands in the Midwest with the cursed merch. Well, here's the thing. If the murder room has a fridge in it, that means it has electricity. They could at least, even if they don't want to give you an internet connection because they don't want you communicating to the outside world, they could at least leave you one of those like 90s, 2000s like flip binders with DVDs in it or something, like a box set of The Office, something. All right.
Yeah, just something.
Demon
Yeah,
Curse.
it's just like not even Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step into the room if that's okay with everybody. I think that's kind of where we're hidden. We're just like, okay, we're just gonna power on through this.
We don't want to three-strike ourselves too much.
Yeah. It's like, I want answers more than... Okay. Getting into the Ventrue mindset, I feel like the desire for answers and to find out who did this to us and smite them...
But are you a Ventrue yet? What does it mean to be a Ventrue?
I don't know, but look, I'm just saying, if we're going into the thought processes, I know we in character don't know what we are, but we have been chosen for this. And I feel like the boss bitch move would be to like, okay, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna find out who did this to me, and then I'm gonna destroy their life. I feel like that's an Olena move. I could be wrong.
No, they're not wrong.
Okay, cool, we're gonna step into the room. God, it got more cursed! Ah! It's taking me back to the murder basement!
We don't want to go back there.
I mean, I liked that apartment, honestly. Or, technically it was a duplex. You step inside, the stranger nods. Good night. Don't you mean good morning? The sun is coming up. He locks the door behind you. It looks very sturdy. I bet he does. You open the fridge. There's a single plastic bag there filled with red liquid, no label. Tomato soup? You feel sick to your stomach. Best to leave it for now. You lie down on the bed. It's a simple mattress on a metal frame. At least it's not too filthy. I mean... I used to run a crust punk house. My gauge on filth is... I'm aware of the depravity depths that are capable of happening. Oof. You think back to how this evening began. This investor. Is he friends with the dark-skinned stranger who picked you up from the restaurant? Okay, let's be honest here. The stranger man, he's not that dark. He's just kind of olive-toned.
Yeah.
Like, is Olena a little racist? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see here. Okay, this isn't murder room with a bed. This is meat locker. It's a different aesthetic. You're right. I'm sorry. I confused those genres of horrifying rooms to be trapped in. This definitely is more meat locker core. I apologize. What happens now? Unable to relax, you spend an hour or so playing out various scenarios in your... Yeah, I also have anxiety. That's a vibe. Eventually, you decide to give in and let exhaustion take over. Whatever tomorrow brings, you'd rather face it well rested. I would have such a hard time falling asleep. But that's mostly because I'm one of those people that's like, I put on like science documentaries to listen to while I fall asleep, and I'm like, I need someone to explain quantum mechanics to me while I go to bed. This is bullshit. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, he is darker than Olena. That's fair. And that's great. It was just one of those, like, sometimes things in text, I'm like...
He's racist? I can't say.
Nah, it's just... Sometimes sometimes we don't have great language to describe the wonderful breadth of the experience of humanity, and it's a bummer. Because people are cool and we should be able to express that in ways that are fun and unique and supportive. Plus, there's no way in hell your boss isn't going to notice your absence tomorrow. That and maybe some of the restaurant staff will feel the pang of consciousness. Oh no. Also...
Shit's getting dark.
Also, fuck our boss at this point. Like, I have bigger things to worry about. Someone will notify the police. Someone will find you, right?
Sure.
Ooh. I'm not saying I have been in this scenario, but, you know, something adjacent. I'm like, man, people do not give a fuck sometimes. You flash back to the waiter's tattoo, the bloody Rita Hayworth winking at you over a pale mess of a wound. You did this. You bit him, drank his blood, and it tasted good. Yeah, that's a lot to process with no context. Ugh. To be fair, I've stayed in motels like, you know what? Valid. I have too. What if you can never go home again? Yeah, you literally cannot, girl. Like, new year, new me. You're so tired. Your entire body tenses up one last time, and before you know it, you drift away into oblivion. Hello, family. This is Oblivion. It's very spooky. You wake up. Yeah. I'll be honest, that's kind of how I sleep too. I don't really dream, so I'm just like, I'm out, and then suddenly I wake up. So, this is not out of place for me. That in and of itself is a surprise. You barely remember when you drifted off. It didn't feel quite like sleep, more like plummeting into an endless void. You imagine that's how death feels like. Stop reading me.
Yeah, stop it.
The room is unchanged. The lamp is still on, the AC is still rattling, the refrigerator is still humming. You take a look at your watch. It's almost 9 p.m. You've slept for 17 hours. Girl, I wish. Ugh. I would love that. It's like, I don't want to die forever, but if I could just be dead for like 3 days to catch up on sleep and come back, that would be sick.
Oh, so mood.
Maybe you died. Your breath is gone, and you feel no thumping in your chest. Does that qualify as dead if you're still conscious? Okay, this is actually a real question. That's a solid question. It's the reverse of, well, the brain is going and the body is not. You're not sure about that, but you are certain about one thing. You are hungry. It's not your stomach rumbling, though. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spreads to your chest, throat, and back of your head. Oh, gross. Gross. Yeah. You know what, Chaz? Sometimes I wish I was a light sleeper. I am not. I have slept through 2 earthquakes and like 3 tornadoes. Like, I used to sleep through grindcore band practice sets. Like, it's a problem. Like, once I'm asleep, dead.
Yep.
It's bad. You open the fridge. The bag is still there. You take a closer look at it. If it is soup, then its color and texture are off. You pull out the cork and take a whiff. You recognize the smell immediately. This is not soup.
Good soup.
Holy shit. There's no mistaking it. This is bagged blood. Yay.
Girl, how do you know what bagged blood smells like?
Have you not smelled blood before?
Nope.
Olena could use a fucking Diva cup and just be aware of that. I don't know. Maybe she used to, like, volunteer at, like, a blood donation clinic. It's a bag. It has blood in it. The smell is faint, but you remember some situations in the past where you found it nauseating. But now it's almost... No, not almost. It is enticing! I love that for us. Put the bag back. Drink the blood. Okay, so here's the thing. We're playing a Ventru, and for those who are not aware, Ventru have a clan bane. Each of the clans has a different problem. The Ventru's one is they have a specific type of mortal they need to drink blood from. It's rarefied taste. They're just picky eaters. We, in character, don't know this. So, do we just go for it?
I'd say because we don't know, just go for it.
I don't know. Or are we just still, like, not accepting of the fact that we're, you know, undead monsters and just go, well, that's gross, put it back? Or do we just go for it? Also, the little Tiffy icons are very cute.
It's great.
Okay. So, I'm like 90% sure I'm aware of what is going to happen with this. But poor Olenna doesn't know, so we're just, you know what? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It feels wrong, but right now, there's barely anything in your life that doesn't. To hell with it. You pour a bit of the liquid into your mouth. Capri Sun time. It tastes like shit. No! It's coppery, thick, it clings to your tongue and the inside of your mouth like a film of dirt. You swallow hard regardless. The taste is foul, but somehow you kind of want more of it. This would just take me back to living in a punk house, and it's like, I have to eat food, but everybody already ate my grocery, so all I have is, like, these leftovers that are, like, on the edge of not being okay, but I need to eat, because if I don't eat this, I'm gonna have nothing else. Oh my god. Alright.
They goofed.
Alright, let's go. As you take a second sip, sucking the blood out of the bag, you feel something pull on your insides. You double over. You're going to vomit. Barf. I just don't like the word barf. You instinctively cover your mouth, looking for a place to vomit. But before you find it, a dark red wave washes over your hands and fingers. It hits the floor, splattering in a huge, thick drop. No. She did not pass. So, if you are a Ventru and you drink blood that's not your preferred type, you can do a roll to, like, force yourself to drink it down or spend, like, a willpower point.
Mm-hmm.
She does not know about these mechanics yet. Thankfully she wears all black. You keep heaving for a moment longer. Nothing is coming out. No blood, no bile, not even spit. But still, something in your body wants to push it out. Push it all out. Every last... Oh, our body is like, no. Mm-mm. No. Look, we only have our specific brand, and if we don't have it, we're not going to take it. As you recover, trying to wipe droplets of regurgitated blood from your dress, you hear the lock click. You see the door open, and standing there is a well-dressed... No! No!
No!
Why could she not have a couple of minutes to, like, attempt to sort this out before the hot stranger shows up? God fucking damn it. Immaculate suit again, that predatory look like a hawk on a hunt, but somehow more relaxed tonight. So, like a tamed hawk, maybe. Okay, cool. He's chilled. The vibes are a little less intense. And he's walking in on one of the most embarrassing things. I love this. Good evening. How was... He notices the spatter, your red hands, the sick look on your face. He barely contains a smirk. Fuck off. Fuck off. I am a baby bat. You should have... You knew there was a 1 in 13 chance that this could happen. You knew.
Those are good odds. It should have been fine.
Oh, was the catering unable to satisfy your exquisite taste? Apologies.
That bitch.
This bitch. The shade, though. Offer him a drink. Was that really blood? That was foul. Okay, so the comedy brain in me goes, give him the rest of the snack. Just be like, all right, fine. If you're going to talk smack, here you go. But, you know. This was very rude of him, honestly. Fucking.
It was.
Why is the hot man rude? I want to fight this man. Why are you like this? Yeah, you know what? That was you know what? I'm going to defer to an expert opinion on this. We're going to go with that was foul.
Yep.
That was terrible. Probably the worst thing I ever tasted. That is very much a Yelp review. Aren't we picky eaters? Spare me your complaining. Sir, she doesn't know. Come on. We've got places to be. I should have some water and a towel in the back of the car so you can clean yourself up. Oh. A gentleman. The car is humming in the empty parking lot just outside of the door of the cramped room you have spent the day in. The man motions to it politely, but with a stern look on his... He always has a stern look on his face. That's just his face.
I don't think his face does anything but that.
Rush the stranger, get inside the car, hijack the car.
I don't think that's a smart idea.
No. Here's the thing. If they had the option of smear some of the blood on his suit and then get in the car, I would absolutely, in drop of a hat, pick that. But that's not an option we have. So are we thinking get in the car? I'm thinking getting in the car.
Yeah, not
I'm gonna go
idea.
get in the car because we're trying to.
Trying to go
resting stern face. It's not like I have a choice, right? Correct. But your cooperation is appreciated nonetheless. Thanks. You take the back seat again. The doors lock. The stranger takes the wheel and starts the car. You drive in silence for a while. From time to time, you keep trying to catch glimpses of familiar streets or landmarks through the blackened windows. It's of little use. The car is also soundproof, so all you can hear is a bit of traffic humming in the car's engine. The driver doesn't say anything and seems focused on the road. No, he does not.
He does not. He definitely does not.
You check the door handle. Yeah, the door is locked, all right. The piece of dark glass separating you and the front of the car looks sturdy, too. There's nothing left to do but to wait. You didn't have time to think about it before, but you realize now that you're hungry? No, not exactly. Mm-hmm. It's not like a rumbling stomach that grabs your attention. Oh no, back to the hunger headaches. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spreads chest, throat, back of the head. Yep, hunger migraine. Yay.
The best.
You become restless. This is essentially a kidnapping. Yep, it is. We've accepted this. Whatever this guy says about his purpose, it doesn't change the fact that you're being held against your will and you're not used to following orders when you can't delegate them to somebody else. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can see that being a problem. You feel a need to get a semblance of control over the situation. No, Clan Bane! No! No! Okay, so... for those who are new to Vampire the Masquerade, each of the clans has a compulsion as well as a clan bane. So the compulsion for Ventru is they need to exert control over a situation without using superpowers. And I think that's what's happening now.
It do sound like that.
I know. My father will hear about this. I know people in high places. I have a certain set of skills. I have money. And I'm like, let's...
Don't think that's the best option, darling.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm so bad. Here's the thing. I'm bad at remembering what the clan compulsions are actually called. So I have a cheat sheet document where I keep all of that shit in, and I did not open it before this game. So I'm sorry, everybody. But thank you for sharing that info. Yeah. So how do we want to attempt to flex while how are we going to power bottom? That's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, I think the skills one's probably the best, because like this one has Draco Malfoy energy, and then the money one. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Feels like reaching.
Yeah, it has very like Wolf of Wall Street, like gross energy, and I'm not here for it, so let's go. I have a set of skills. Listen, I'm an investment advisor, and I have a lot of experience in fintech. All right. Whatever your organization is, it might find use for me. Okay. Okay, that's not the worst. Probably not going to get a great response. I don't even have any idea what fintech is, and honestly, I don't care to find out. You know what? That's also valid.
Yeah.
A short pause. I'll be frank. Currently, you're in no position to offer anybody anything. The sooner you accept that, the better. We can curse at him and call him a nobody, or we can ridicule his lack of ambition.
I feel like that last one is the most been true.
I'm torn between swearing at him or ridicule. But I don't know. I don't know, man. What are we thinking? Because I feel like this is just unnecessarily harsh. And absolutely not true, because he is, obviously is able to exert some sort of control. Yeah, you're right. None of these are great. I feel like we're gonna get fucked regardless.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a strike no matter what.
Yeah. Cursing him out is the most New Yorker response. Well, the thing is, we also don't know what, like, neighborhood Elena's from. Because, at least from my understanding, other neighborhoods might be a little bit more, like, sassy and snarky as opposed to just, fuck you, buddy, blah, blah, blah. At least in my interactions with various New Yorkers. I don't know. He also doesn't seem to like his job. Okay, so here's my thing. We can tell him to go fuck himself. And I feel like that's very New Yorker and fair. I'm only kind of clinging on this one because I feel like it might open another dialogue tree because he's seemed to be not interested in his job. And we can maybe bond on the both of us having jobs we don't like.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. You know what? That's fair. I do like that. Okay, that's our headcanon. Elena's from Brooklyn, works in Manhattan. So... yeah, so I don't know what we're thinking. Like, I'm okay with telling fuck you, buddy. I'm also good with, like, this might open a dialogue tree. So that's the only reason I'm like, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. All right, let's give the... hey, buddy, you're bad at your job. Which is true. He's not been... he's technically doing the job, but I don't think he's been great at it. Oh, rude. Big words for somebody's dedicated errand boy. I wonder if you've ever achieved anything. Damn! Read. Damn. You push the right buttons. He gives you an absolutely furious stare through the rearview mirror. For a second, you spot a crack. Yes!
Good!
Yes!
We got him.
We hit the button. We found the button and just... yes. Elena work. You don't know anything about me, and you have no idea where I'm coming from or where I'm headed. For a few seconds, he fumes. He quietly fumes. Hell yeah. Your attitude won't help you make any friends, and in your current position, you definitely need some. Consider that. Preferably in silence. We didn't get a strike, though.
No, we didn't.
That dull hunger strikes again. The powerlessness hurts. You are used to people listening to you, or pretending to care about your demands, at least. The driver doesn't play that game, and it annoys you to no end. I mean, to be fair, you've been a vampire for, like, less than a day. Like, why is he going to? It takes you another 20 or so minutes to get to your destination. As the doors open, you try to get your bearings. You're still in New York, that much is certain. Queens, maybe? After me, no sudden movements, please. Okay, we're still getting pleases. We didn't get another strike. We did rustle his jimmies. You approach a nice-looking building that houses a 2-story art gallery called the Art Hole. I hate that gallery name so fucking much.
It's bad.
It's so bad. 2 large men in suits flank the door on both sides. They give your companions a nod as you approach. Prompted by the stranger guiding you, you walk inside. The gallery is full, which is unusual at this hour, to say the least. Okay, I do like some of these paintings on the wall, though. The gallery's got a terrible name. About 24 faces fill the showroom, and a number of waiters navigate the gallery serving drinks. All of them are beneath the guests' attention. Because, of course. The visitors are well dressed, for the most part, but it's unclear what they have gathered here for. Nobody seems to be particularly interested in the art pieces on the walls, and the atmosphere is polite. Unnaturally so. Oh no! We are in Elysium. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing. I think it's exceptionally cruel to take somebody who's never been to an Elysium without explaining. Like, hey,
what's up?
This is a meeting place where at least go, this is a meeting place with important people. You need to shut the fuck up and just, yes, mind your P's and Q's. And if you have vampire powers, don't use them. Like, you just the bare minimum and just fucking nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Many guests turn to look at you and the strangers who brought you here. Their glances are varied. You see open contempt in a few faces, animated interest on others. Most of the eyes in the room calmly observe you, as if wishing to appraise your worth. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
This reminds you of your company meetings. No! It never ends. Ah! Just this, God. It just feels like going to a really shitty high school, like, college freshman party. You, the only woman in the room, silently judged not on her merits, but on her standing on the list. Passed in clandestine email threads between your male co-workers, until HR found out that is. Oh my god. Okay. I've not experienced this in a corporate sense, but I have experienced this in, like, nerd and, like, music circles before, and it's shitty. It's super fucking shitty. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't care if people, like, chit-chat about, like, who's hot or whatever. But goddamn. Like, fucking... It's like, I don't care if you jokingly are like, oh yeah, so-and-so's attractive, and, you know, you make, like, a little haha, like, verbal list, but if you're making an actual graded list and passing it around, and it's coworkers or people that you're supposed to be, like, peers with, and it's so fucking gross and weird. It's so fucking gross and weird. Especially if it's just only one gender. That's like, no, ugh. Ah. Angry. Anywho. Not the most pleasant experience, but there's no denying it taught you resilience. Me and every femme-presenting person right now is just fucking screaming. Just, ah! It's like, it taught you resilience. You're a stronger person getting through these things. I'm like, I shouldn't have to. People should just be chill. Remind you to tell you guys about a story on the subject. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we can have girl time later. No worries. When others would cower, now you straighten up. When others would turn their gaze, you meet the eyes of the gallery guests with confidence. That's true. Half the time to get through shit like this, you really just have to act like you own the room, regardless if you actually do or don't. This shit's how I gaslit myself into believing that I'm hot.
Yes, gaslight. You needed to gaslight yourself.
I did! Because I grew up as, like, a plus-size femme person in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Like, I literally did. Good evening, Kadir, and to you, child. Oh, we have a name now! Huzzah! I knew his name before, but now I can use it in the video. The noble, cold voice takes you out of your head and back to the situation at hand. The gallery, a crowd of strangers, you being brought here against your own will. For what purpose? To lip sync for your life. That's literally what's gonna happen. The room awaits your response. Good evening, miss. Excuse me, what? What is this about?
I don't think these are unreasonable fucking responses.
Yeah. Okay, so bottom one here, what is this about feels either really presumptuous or very, like, submissive, if that makes any sense, where it's like, what's this about? Excuse me, what? Feels a little condescending, or maybe a little stoned out and a little too, like, leaning into being doe-eyed. At least this feels like good evening, miss, is like a, hey, I'm trying to yes and network and be peer-to-peer, but I also don't know your goddamn name, so, like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, the top one feels like the most boss bitch answer, but I could be wrong. Chas, I appreciate you. I am aware that I am attractive, but nobody would tell me unless it was 3 a.m. DMs for many years.
Again, they're lost.
They're lost, which is fine. Look, it's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the first one feels more like on brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just like a yes and okay, where are we going? That's cool.
You're addressing the Prince of New York City, Helene Panhard, child of Michaela. You could have said this on the way! Kadir! At any point! You could have given basic information. I can understand not wanting to give information before going to the murder room. Like, we're burning moonlight, trying to get you to safety and all this da-da-da-da-da shit. Yeah, fine. I get that. I understand that. I can respect that. But when we're on the way to meet your boss's boss's boss, and you give me nothing. The fuck? Anyways, sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you, my sheriff. I am capable of introducing myself. Then why didn't you? Anyways.
Yeah, then why didn't you, bitch?
She is somewhat plain looking and doesn't seem to possess a great deal of charm, but still the entire room is intently focused on her voice. She has influence over these people, that much is clear. You may address me as Prince, child. I realize your introduction into unlife was abrupt, and I understand your sire left shortly after. The rules of our society dictate I punish you both for this transgression. That's true. So, a little bit more TLDR for the baby bats. Chunks of vampire society have this thing called the 6 traditions, where there's 6 bylaws they live by to maintain the safety and security of their society. One of the rules is you don't make another vampire unless you have permission. Otherwise, you and the new one you made
a vampire crime.
Are put to death because you did a vampire crime. So, yeah, you technically, following the bylaws, should just be dead. A murmur of agreement, maybe? Can be heard from the gathered audience. Dude, shut the fuck up. I'm willing to listen to what our loyal sheriff has to say about the circumstances of your first embrace. Oh boy! I don't understand. Be silent. Embrace? Is that a euphemism?
Feel like being silent's not a bad idea.
Well, okay, at least for Shas on the, I've always felt that this tradition is, or that tradition is dumb, the one about embrace. In its original context, it was meant as a way to help rein in a problem that happened before the Camarilla was established in the early 1500s, because what was happening before that was, in feudal times, vampire lords would create a bunch of childer and then yeet them into battle. So by having a system where vampires are kept to account on how many people that they're making into vampires, it kind of keeps that power balance from becoming too much of an issue, supposedly. And I can see its utility in current nights because, you know, there's the Second Inquisition, lots of people have cell phones.
Yeah, if there's too many,
there's a lot of variables. So being able to, like... Yeah, no, I think punishing both is very silly. That part of it is very silly, but...
Yeah.
You know... It can be worked upon, and technically each city... Each city's prince is supposed to be able to interpret the 6 traditions in a way that they see fit, and they are allowed to use, like, precedent established by other cities and generations of tradition on how things are to be interpreted. So it's one of those... That is the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law can be kind of wiggly. So, the fact that she's, like, giving you a chance to talk is good, but this is also a political move of, look, I am a gracious leader who's understanding and empathetic and da-da-da-da-da, and can also be used for, like, political clout, so, you know. Yay! Everything is politics. So to get to our answers, I feel like I don't understand is a bitch move, so we're gonna not. Mm-hmm. Do we want to be super stoic or do we want to be sassy? I feel like I stay silent for sure. Yeah. I think we're in a space where if we keep our mouth shut for a little bit, we'll show a, like, look, the baby bat can be respectful and da-da-da-da-da. So we're just gonna shut the fuck up for a minute. You decide it's best to stay silent and listen to the whole situation unfold. It feels like you're out of your depth here. Shall we begin? See, this is where how we've treated Kadir up until now kind of kicks in, so, you know. You're about to be judged by the court of New York City. Kadir, please tell us how you found this fledgling and what happened on your way here. Court? Prince? Is this some kind of secret society make-up-believe? Yes. A trusted informant who has chosen to remain anonymous has, at this time, tipped me off about a suspicious kindred appearing in one of our domains. It is New York. There is suspicious kindred appearing in all of your domains all of the time. That is just kind of how the city works, but continue on, sir. Upon investigating, I found them gone, but this fledgling remained in their place. A reservation made in the private lounge of the patrician suggests that this one's sire had plenty of resources to spend. However, they apparently are also well connected. I lost track of them. Despite some reservations, she offered little resistance last night and cooperated on our way to the safe house. I was pleased to not have to force her compliance. Hey! We got good noodle. We got a good noodle star. Opening to the... Oh, no! Kadir, how dare you? No! Opening the door to the safe house tonight, I was greeted by the most disturbing sight of her drenched in regurgitated blood. Apparently the bag supplied we kept in the fridge was not to her like. Fuck you for narking on me. How fucking dare you? I don't have a humiliation kink. This is fucked up. Why? No. This is fucking... God damn it. I thought you were gonna be cool, man. Though I did call him out for having a shitty job, so maybe this is just revenge. Oh, well. Time to press forward. The remark elicits a contemptuous chuckle from one of the gathered guests as they note the remains of blood on your skirt. Fuck off. Like, are you gonna help or no? It was not an elegant sight, but that hardly matters, I suppose. Moving on. If it didn't matter, why did you bring it up?
Other than to be a bitch.
Other than to be a bitch! God damn it. She was just born that way. Yeah, just the fuck. I'm not gonna explain shit, but I'm gonna publicly mock her. And like, this man is absolutely of the clan that he is in. I'm gonna leave that as a surprise for the audience at the moment, because I know what it is. But god damn it. We had a quick chat, but wishing to appear here post-haste, I urged her to join me, which she did without struggle. A pleasant departure from my usual routine, I must say. During our drive here, she showed me her fangs, metaphorically speaking, posturing as if we were equals, insulting me when it didn't work. I refrained from causing her physical harm, but I expect her ego might still be a bit bruised.
I love how he tries to turn this into we didn't read him to filth.
You're not my dad. Stop it. He looks at you and flashes a nasty smile. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. I don't care how hot you are. Stop it. The story ends with us arriving at Elysium tonight. All eyes are on you again. You take special interest in one of the faces. Ooh. It's a beautiful woman with curly, almost blood-red hair and a dress to match. You see her whispering to some bespectacled man with an absent-minded look on his face. Who is she, you wonder? Thank you, Kadir. I will take note on this fledgling's behavior and will take it into consideration later. Damn. She turns her attention to you. Oh. First, there's the matter of your sire, the person who brought you where Kadir picked you up from last night. Who were they? Sire? Question mark? Doesn't matter. Kirkland's best, Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes, Kirkland's best, Mads Mikkelsen.
Do we just narc? I feel like we should probably just narc at this point. Because this man essentially, did an assault. And he should be punished for his crimes. I'm for narking at this point, but you know. I don't know if we want to play dumb or spicy or any of that kind of shit. Handsome businessman. Ah, right. I was attacked by Kirkland's best, Mad Mikkelsen. An entrepreneur. Acquaintance of my boss, I think. Good looking, pale eyes, and some gray in his hair. Charming, abusive, cold son of a bitch. I mean, we can assume he's abusive because of the embrace situation.
Just everything.
But we've only talked to him for like 2 seconds. You feel tired and angry. This whole situation, spending the day in some underground parking lot, having to bear the looks of a room full of strangers, it's almost too much to take in stride. There's no reason you should take it all in stride, but you do. Because if there's one thing your professional career has taught you, it's that. Ugh. Yeah. I'm also feeling red to goddamn filth. All because of that asshole, whoever he was. Never even gave you his name. Gave you a name, a card, nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that man was using presents. Like, goddamn. Well, Kadir, does that sound familiar? No, it does not. Or at least not familiar enough. I will continue to search after we're done here. Can I go now? What happens now? He talked to somebody at the restaurant. Oh. Do we want to give this lead to fucking stupid sexy Kadir and the prince, or just be like, nah, look, get back to me, my business? Because I think if we give the lead...
Why?
Well, the thing is, I think if we give the lead, we might be able to, like, find our sire again and be like, dead, sir, death, fuck you.
Yeah, I see no reason to hold the information back.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, absolutely. Just like, no. That man, he talked to somebody at the restaurant before he left. I can't remember what he said, but he wasn't alone. Maybe that's a lead you can follow? Did he now? That's interesting. I do hope the proprietor won't stay mad at us for losing one of his staff. No! No, I don't want the waiter to be dead. No.
No.
No. He was nice. He was just trying to help. It's almost like he knows the waiter's fate is still bothering you and takes pleasure in pointing it. Fucking Kadir, goddammit! You are Spice Lord. Fucking full-on Paul Atreides over here. Goddamn.
He's not Amos.
No, he's not. Or he's not my cat. No. But fucking absolute fucking Spice Lord. Thank you for that observation. I will investigate it later. I'm gonna fight this man. What shall I do with the fledgling? Ask my name, take me out to dinner, I don't know, fucking get me a new skirt. Get me food that doesn't suck. I don't know, there's a lot of options. What is your recommendation, my sheriff? Fucking Spice Lord. The traditions are clear. Thou shalt only sire another with the permission of thine elder. If thou createst another without thine elder's leave, thou and thy progeny shall be slain. Yep. And I'm ready to fulfill my duty. Thanks, buddy!
Love when your new friends are just like, I'm ready to kill you.
Nassim, don't go! Fuck off. Fuck off, Lou. Absolutely fuck off.
Is he wrong?
Watch Blood and Jazz if you want to understand that joke. Stay your hand for one moment longer, Kadir. I wish you consult my counsel on this and make sure everyone is in agreement. Of course. He seems strangely relieved. Good note. Good note to have. The plot thickens. The tea is still hot. The prince leaves the main showroom, and a handful of people follow her out. Cool. That's probably the Primogen Council. You're about to ask this Kadir what all the talk of traditions and councils was when the red-haired woman approaches the two of you. Oh. Sophie? Oh, look at her! She's gorgeous. Sheriff, I was wondering if I could have a word with the fledgling. What for? She lowers her voice in response. Come now, Kadir. We all know what the verdict is going to be. Let me speak to them. You might not have to stain your hands tonight after all. Her words grab his attention. His face is hard to read. It's like several emotions are struggling for domination. Anger, sadness, hope, gratitude, resolve. Aw. Okay. Kadir's a spicy boy. I don't think he wants to murder us. He just wants to be a sassy bitch, which is valid. I'll go get my sword.
Yeah. You'll get my sword.
I'll go get my sword. I'm having feelings. I don't like it. I'm gonna go get a weapon. Okay, I'll be honest. If I was in a place I didn't know and somebody was just like, I'm gonna go get my sword, I would immediately just be like, no. The Kirkland's best Frankie just fuck off. Anyways, he steps out of the room the way you came out, and you are left in the showroom with this woman in the red dress. She takes you aside. The eyes of the remaining guests follow. Everybody in Elysium is nosy as balls. Absolutely the nosiest.
Elysium.
Well then, fledgling, you're in quite a pickle. Yep, yeah I am. Thank you, ma'am. What do you mean? What was that about a sword? Maybe you'll tell me what the hell this is. Okay, my heart says, what was that about a sword? Like, straight up. My heart says that, but, you know, there might be better options. It's like, what do you mean? I feel like taking things in, like, this feels like a, hi, business. My soul wants to ask, like, why is he getting a sword? It is the year of our Lord, 2023.
It's a completely fair thought process to just be like, the fuck is the sword?
Maybe you'll tell me what the hell this is. Yeah, just being like, ma'am, what the fuck? Could you level with me, please? Oh, God. We're going the second option, hell yeah. Just being like, look, I understand. We have agreed that Olenna is a Brooklynite. I feel like just immediately going for a sword is a lot. Yeah.
It is.
Wait, did I hear that right? What did he say about a sword? Yes! Absolutely. I was like, what? Your hearing isn't faulty. We only have a short while before the prince hears her counsel out and Kadir returns here with his blade. So listen, please. Alright. Last night you became a vampire. What? Ma'am, you can't just be saying that. Can't just be saying these things to people. Oh yes, I'm well aware how ridiculous that sounds. It's the reason why we have these nicer words for it. Kindred, being embraced, having a sire. The fact remains. And I'm like, ma'am. The beings called vampires, you're looking at them. They're us. You glance around. Some of the guests still occasionally look at you, commenting on you in hushed tones. Many of the patrons are pale. Really pale. Most hold glasses of wine. It's not wine. No, not wine. I called it. That's not the right thickness, and not the right color either. Oh no. Is Olenna a trust fund hipster baby? Actually, no. I'm sorry, Lou, you missed this earlier. Olenna is a lady Sigma grindset corporate financial advisor who got embraced. So, yeah, we have a corporate gatekeep girl boss who got embraced in a kind of gross male executive taking advantage of young lady situation, and now we're here, and yeah, now we're here. Now we're in this fucking the art hole. I am assuming everybody in development for this game had a really good laugh when they came up with that. You're trying to come up with something sensible to say, but you're drawing a blank. You know what? Absolutely valid. That is the correct response. It makes a morbid kind of sense. You drank blood last night. There's no denying that. Your breathing has not returned. Your heart is still, not beating. Yeah, valid. A vampire. Yeah. There's two wolves inside of you. And they're battling for supremacy. I always thought about the venture character as a business. Yeah, basically that's kind of what an investment advisor is. Like it seems like she specialized in financial investment in tech companies. Seemed to be kind of the vibe. The kind of job that people that make NFTs think they're actually doing, but they're actually just con artists. One of them slowly begins to put everything that happened since yesterday together, coming to a conclusion that no matter how insane it might seem, nothing but what she's saying makes sense. Yeah. The other voice just keeps saying, what the fuck, no. Ah! You know what? Also, the most accurate response.
Also a valid thought process.
Yeah. You're surprised. This is often how it plays out by design, Kadir deliberately keeping you in the dark and all. And if we do nothing, you will be cut down as sure as day follows night. Do you guys just like killing fledglings for fun? I feel like that's just a thing you like. Yeah, you know what, valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to offer you a chance, a way out, under one condition, because of course, there's always strings and stipulations. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. I will take you under my wing. If you're lucky, the prince will be in a good mood tonight, and Kadir's complaints about your behavior won't influence her judgment. I was a good noodle! I was a good noodle. Fuck off.
You only bruised his ego.
Look, sometimes when somebody is in a rut and not doing well for themselves, you have to give them the little hard nugget of truth so that they will be upset, but then they'll process and fix their shit.
Oh, I'm not saying it was a terrible idea. I'm just saying.
Look, Kadir's in a rut. He doesn't like his job. And he doesn't have to take it out on me.
But if not you, then who?
Good-ish. I mean, me being good-ish is about as good as I'm gonna get personally, but we're not here to judge me.
Yeah, Nassim is goodish.
What?
He's just goodish.
How dare you? He might agree to the. Oh wait, she might agree to this, but only if you swear fealty towards me. I don't want to dommy mommy. I'm not making this offer lightly. As your patron, I will take responsibility for you. Your actions will reflect on me. If they reflect negatively, well, I will make sure you face the consequences. I don't want a dommy mom. Like, she's hot, but like, fucking. Eh. What happens if I agree? What if I refuse? How will you convince the prince? Okay. How will you convince the prince? I feel like sounds like we've already agreed to the terms and conditions, and fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what happens if I agree, at least, you know, sounds like I'm negotiating and I'm trying to not be a dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What if I refuse? Sounds like I'm being a bitch. What are we thinking? Because, you know, I would like to not, I'm at this point now in the game where I'm like, I'm not ready for death, but I'm also like not gonna fucking get on my knees for a bunch of people I don't fucking know. Because, you know, that doesn't feel very true. So, I think we're gonna go with what happens if I agree. Yeah. Suppose I say yes, what happens then? You survive, hopefully, or not, depending on the prince's whim. I'm giving you a chance, not a guarantee. Just... I get that! Just fucking... But if you take me as your patron, I will be your guide in this new reality. And you will assist me like a child would a sire. You keep saying these words to my character like she knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Steps and hushed voices can be heard from the side room. It seems the prince and her council are returning to the showroom. Kadir appears from downstairs as well and starts walking towards you. Does he have a sword? When you hear the verdict, ask to be spared. I will intervene. Remember my condition. She flashes a heart-melting smile towards Kadir, who does not smile back. That's amazing!
Oh, no.
Did they used to fuck? Oh my god. I want to know. I want to know. Or is she trying to get in that suit and he's just like not having it?
It's like, nah, hard pass.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The sheriff's immaculate suit is now complemented by a curved oriental-looking metal scabbard fashioned with a colorful sash around his waist. Oh, no. He has at least a scimitar. Fuck. Alright. It would look vaguely ridiculous if it wasn't surprisingly intimidating. First, yeah, because it's a fucking sword. All swords are intimidating.
Pretty much.
Because even if it's blunt, I've been hit with a blunted sword. That shit sucks. It's not a good time. Oh, yeah, no, Kadir and fucking Sophie have some sort of history, and I want the details. Look, if we accept and she's gonna be our dommy mommy, I'm like, look, I need all the tea on what the fuck's going on with you and Kadir, because, like, what the fuck is wrong with that man?
Mm-hmm.
Kadir takes his place next to you and observes as the prince takes center stage again. Loyal kindred of the New York City Camarilla gathered here tonight. I have made my decision regarding this fledgling. Cool, thanks, ma'am. Their behavior since being embraced has been disagreeable, and that does not bode well for them becoming a valuable member of our society. What? Ma'am, I essentially got euphemism R-worded. Like, what the fuck? Do you mean I'm disagreeable? Fucking... what? I have been shockingly chill during all of this. What the fuck?
Yeah, what do you expect me to do, bitch?
I gave my kidnapper the slightest fucking read. What the fuck do you get? We're all keenly aware that these nights we need to close our ranks and trust the wisdom of our elders and the traditions more than ever before. Get out of here, ma'am. Our trusted sheriff pointed out there can only be one course of action. Although I acknowledge some of my counsel's divergent opinions on this, she takes a look specifically at one of the people who left the room before, a somewhat plainly dressed, shy-looking man whose skin has a somewhat healthier tone. He bows his head in deference. I know who this is. I hold the final authority over this fledgling's fate, and I declare that while their embrace might be the sire's responsibility, in their absence it is the progeny that shall be punished. What the That's not how laws work. That's not how laws work. No. And even then, within Camarilla things, that's not how the laws work. No. God damn. The sentence is final, to be resolved presently. Kadir? You hear a scraping sound and see that the sheriff has unsheathed the curved sword. Fuck. Alright. Sick. It is a beautifully detailed blade, which you expect must be worth a small fortune. Its apparent sharpness makes you freeze up. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I used to go to a lot of gore sites in the 2000s, so I am exactly aware of, like, yep, this is not a silly time.
Nope,
2 outs. Why are you silly immediately? 2 outs. Fucking. This man's hyperfixation.
Yeah, the autism's too strong.
All right, here we go. His quiet mumble is audible to nobody but you. As his eyes meet yours, you note just a hint of sadness in his countenance. One that quickly vanishes to give way to grim determination. Oh, he doesn't want to murder us. Maybe he's not so spicy. And he's out to bat. Stop being silly! This is not a silly time.
Maybe he needs to think about something else when he has to murder people.
You know what? Valid. I respect his coping mechanism, but I'm also the one that's going to be decapitated. So, like, I don't want my death to involve fucking baseball metaphors. You know? Anywho, we will not get another chance to speak up. Ask for mercy, escape the gallery, or remain stoic. What's the thoughts? Are we gonna go along with the plan? What we feeling? I'm legit leaving this up to chat, cause, like, you know. All of these are valid, I feel, in this situation, but, you know, some of these might continue the story, some of these might not.
It's either ask for mercy or remain silent.
Yeah, because if we ask for mercy, we at least get a Dommy Mommy, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Alright, we are here for mom time, I guess. You make your choice. Spare me, please. Don't make me beg for it, goddammit. Hell yeah. Okay. You know what? I respect that. Like, I would like to not die, but I'm also not gonna be a bitch about it. I respect this. Prince, if I may ask you to stay the sheriff's hand for a while longer. Kadir looks at the prince, awaiting her response. The sword is still hanging above you, threatening to fall at a moment's notice. Fucking... I'm not a fan of this. Is there something else you'd like to say, Miss Langley? Yes, if I may. At first, the prince looks somewhat annoyed at the distraction, but she stays quiet for a while, measuring the mood of the room. The board elites suddenly look at you with aroused interest. I don't want to make these people horny. Some of them seem dismayed at not seeing bloodshed, but all seem intrigued by the unexpected twist. Rich people being bored is terrifying. Well, let's hear it. Sophie takes a few steps forward. All eyes are on her now, but Kadir's heavy hand on your shoulder makes it clear you won't take advantage of the distraction. Man, could you imagine just being like, yes, yes, please, give me the Dommy Mommy, and then we just fucking Bugs Bunny yeet ourselves out of the situation? That would be great.
Just gone.
Just like, I guess I'll go out the window.
I mean, it could work.
It could work. My prince, while the traditions are clear, I believe that the proper context should be observed in addition to the letter of our laws. This fledgling is a burden, but with proper guidance, they could become an asset to our domain. I'm not a burden. Fuck you. And I understand you are volunteering to take this unruly child under your protection. I am not unruly! I have been extraordinarily chill! Considering everything, I am the chillest right now. Yes, I'm willing to give them a chance and to prove to the entire domain that they can adhere to our expectations. I will take nothing less than their full cooperation, naturally. Why does everyone in this fucking room assume I have a humiliation kink? I do not. Get out of here.
I think the writers have a humiliation kink.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, there's also just power plays and a bunch of nonsense going on in the games and stuff, which is what talking about consent when you're playing this game in real life is important, but here we are. Whispers can be heard again, an incredulous voice or two. A hushed, just behead the fucker. Some suppressed exclamations of surprise. Cool. You have totally been on— What do you mean I've been unruly, Lou? No, I have not. I have been good. This is about as good as I get. I have been well behaved. I could have cursed Kadir out and I didn't. I was good. Silence. I ask all of you to make a note of this moment. I might be persuaded to bend one tradition in this child's favor, but another will have to be enforced even more firmly in its stead. Until thy progeny shall be released, thou shalt command them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure. Are you certain that it's a responsibility you wish to shoulder, Miss Langley? I'm willing to guide this fledgling and add a valuable ally to our sect in a time of need, yes. And I would like to receive the right of destruction over them if it pleases you. Fuck off! Oh yeah, no, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, Andres. Hope you have a good night. Alright, so now we have be silent. Give me a chance to prove myself, Prince. Or that wasn't part of the deal. Yeah. She did not talk about this right of destruction bullshit. Fucking adding fine print for no goddamn reason. Fucking god. Well, we met her a little bit earlier, but yeah, we just got to the part of the game with the Sophie. So here we are, and I, in my soul, want to go, that wasn't part of the deal. We didn't talk about you having the right to murder me. But I feel like the best way to get through the scene cleanly would be, give me a chance to prove myself, Prince. I think we're gonna go with the— I'm gonna call this the Sigma grind set decision, where it's like, nah, I can do this. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach. I got this.
I'm worth keeping alive, Prince. Give me a chance to prove myself. Yep, that feels in line with
It feels like the praise kink.
Well, it also just feels in line with how Olenna was in the lifetime of, I gave up every social aspect of my life and things that make life worth living for the job. That remains to be seen. I do take notice of your tenacity. Cool, thanks. I see that it doesn't become a bird. What the Get the fuck out of here. I shall grant what you ask. Let it be known, Sophie Langley of the Clan of the Rose will become this fledgling's patron. They shall be considered like sire and child, and this is how you get adopted. Hey. Miss Langley will take full responsibility for them, and I grant her the right of destruction if she sees fit to use it. Okay, technically this isn't out of pocket. It is very common for sires to be granted this for their child, or especially when they're in their, like, super baby bat days, so I'm not surprised. She also didn't mention this during the negotiations, so, you know.
Not cool.
That's not cool. Let my intentions be clear, however. If I am to turn a blind eye to one of our most important traditions on this occasion, I expect it to be beneficial to the Camarilla. Substantially so. She literally just said, bitch, you better work. Like, God, fuck, I just got here. I hope you find this verdict satisfactory, Miss Langley. Oh, of course, Prince, thank you. Very well. She turns to you. What is your name, child? Bitch was gonna take my head and not ask my goddamn name. Olena, Prince. Just straight up give her the name. Shouldn't I use a nickname? Will I even have the chance to use it? Okay. I feel like talking to her like we're peers might be the best option.
Probably.
So we're gonna go with that. She nods. Welcome to the Camarilla, Olena. This sucks. I've been a long time Anarch player, so for me, every time they're like, welcome to the Camarilla, I'm just like, absolutely fuck off. Every time.
You just puke a little in your mouth.
Just, I just am like, I need to not, just spit or throw something, Now, this evening proved to be even more eventful than I anticipated, but with the fledgling's fate decided, I believe our meeting has concluded. Thank you all for appearing on such short notice. Give my regards to those who couldn't make it. Kadir, a moment of your time before I let you return to your duties. Of course, Prince. He shoots you a side glance that doesn't leave much of a space for interpretation. You will be watched, you will be judged, and if need be, you will be punished. The two of them leave the gallery. I'm just like, you're not my dad! Fuck off! Ugh. Well, Olena, I think I think we've both already managed to significantly improve each other's evenings. But let's keep the ball rolling, shall we? I think we should have a toast to our new fruitful partnership. Kadir is great. I love Kadir. Also, just... Mans has problems. Also, fucking... I'm already mad at you for not mentioning that, oh yeah, by the way, part of me being your dommy mommy means I could just murder you if I decide that you're a problem. And I'm like... That's things you talk about.
Very mean.
That's things you talk about when you're having fucking consent meetings and whatnot. Ah. She raises her hand at one of the well-dressed concierge who have now reappeared into the showroom to refill the guest glasses. The conventionally handsome man approaches with a carafe of wet red liquid. Oh, good. The memory of throwing up in the safe house still fresh in your mind, and the idea that it could happen again is almost enough to reject the drink altogether. But there's no denying you want it. You need it. Oh, good. I love this for us. I remember what Kadir said about your misadventure before getting in the car. Some of us have more delicate palates than others. Try to take a small sip, s'il vous plaît. Fuck, get out of here with your French bullshit. He pours it into 2 tall glasses. You can barely wait until he hands you the drink. Your attention is fully on it. The fact that it's blood, you are certain of it, doesn't faze you this time. We've accepted the bullshit. It's difficult to take just a sip, even though the taste is as foul as before. You're tempted to down the whole glass in one go. Again, going back to the suffering of just I need to eat, but all the food in my fridge is bad. Ugh. You wait before taking a second taste. You're glad you did. A feeling like heartburn signals that you can't keep it down. You spit back inside of the glass. Sophie looks on, intrigued. I'm not surprised. New York City caterers have very bourgeois ideas of what good blood should taste like. Well, you just need to keep trying. This is not helpful, ma'am. You really got to explain things more.
Yeah, we need like Tremere or something. Somebody with
Well,
blood magic.
no, the thing is, the Tremere cannot tell you. They don't really have a ritual to be like, hey, so this is the blood you need to be having. You literally do have to like just keep trying until you find like what your niche is. But explaining that with any context would be helpful. At Sophie's request, the concierge serves you 3 other variants of blood. The first 2 are as horrible and indigestible as before, both ending up back in the glass within moments of tasting them. But the third try, you're almost ready to throw the glass at the wall in frustration. But finally, this one's different. Hurrah. Instead of mud and decay, a surprisingly rich bouquet of taste. You feel blissfully at ease, and Sophie takes notice. Ah, there it is. Jacob, would you kindly let us know who the donor was? Leave the bottle, please. The concierge nods and leaves again. You take another sip, and another. You empty the glass. The dull feeling in your head, in your stomach and head, starts subsiding. But you still want more. Aha. Vampirism. You're always hungry. Good luck. It's like the devil's munchies, I swear. Sophie pours you another glass and refills hers. She takes a sip. You have a curiously specific taste, Olena. Is it the clover notes, the traces of caffeine, or that bittersweet aftertaste of melancholy? Don't read me like that. Ma'am. Ma'am, we just met each other. You can't.
She can and she is.
No. You taste nothing of the kind, but it doesn't matter. It's tasty. But not as delicious as it was last night. Not as intoxicating. It manages to silence the hunger somewhat, though. Drinking blood puts you at ease. It is a strange realization. Yeah, that's a lot. The man named Jacob comes back with a small card and leaves it with Sophie. She takes a quick look and passes it to you. It's somebody's medical details. An office worker, male, Caucasian, 32. Blood type ABRH+. Blue eyes, brown hair, no history of substance abuse. New Jersey native. Might one of these details be what makes the difference? Sometimes, yes. Now we'll have to pick the right bouquet for your palate. These documents should be useful in identifying your exact taste. Should they be ORH+ or a Joyzy boy? Fuck off with the accent. Fucking gross. How dare you do this to me, Jersey? Ugh. I believe that you have more questions, no? Perhaps we should start with those related to sustenance. How much do I have to drink? Where do you get blood? How will I know what I can drink? Other than, taking a sip and then vomiting. Because that would be a nightmare. Which of these seems like the best option, do you think? How will I know how much do I have to have? Because, technically, there is a way that the Ventrue do know what they can and can't have. And I hate that, this hasn't been explained at all. It's a fucking... All of these vampires are rude.
They are.
Big rude. Hmm. Maybe we should. And let's go with the where. I think Shas is correct.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that you have waiters serving blood. Where do you get it from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing where the food comes from is not a bad choice.
Yeah, it really is. That can be a bit of a touchy topic. Let's just say that most of the blood available at events like this is crowdfunded. Did I get that right? It's hard to keep track with modern language. It's not crowdfunded, ma'am. It's crowdsourced. You're farming humans.
Yeah.
At any rate, what it means is that there is a plethora of vessels on tap. As for where to get blood when you're not at Elysium, tomorrow I shall take you hunting and we'll explore this topic further. Are we just going to go to the clubs? Is that what this is? What you need to know right now is that no matter how much you drink, you will always be tempted to have more. Unless you consume somebody wholly, to the last drop. But even that doesn't last. Yeah, that's true. And sad. Not a good time.
No.
Best start by just taking a single sip from a vessel. Be prudent. Hot, fresh blood is much more satisfying than most anything that can be served from a fancy glass. But it can make you more voracious. As to how much you should have, it depends. If you're frugal, you can survive many nights without a single drink. But it's risky, and it will tempt the beast that is part of our curse. What do you mean by hunting? You mentioned a beast? What will you expect of me? Again, all of these are super valid questions. My gut instinct is to go, what do you mean by hunting? Just like, what? Though, you know, I don't know, man. I feel like that's also implied with the, we will go out and go hunting. And it's like, well, if I'm drinking people blood, or we're going out, You mentioned a beast. That was extraordinarily vague. But, you know, also getting expectations from a woman that has already proven she will have expectations and not explain them to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go with the, hey, lady, you don't you have expectations and don't tell me. I'm just gonna flat out be like, what the fuck do you want? So now that I'm working for you, what are my responsibilities going to be like? It's a bit more complicated than working for me. If I had wished for a servant, there were easier ways to achieve that than risking the prince's chagrin at Elysium. I could see potential in you that would have been wasted if I hadn't spoken up. Not to mention it would be a pain. It would pay me to witness a senseless final death. It always has. That said, I will require that you defer to me in all things. But me being your mentor and superior also means that I shall treat you as my loyal retainer and understudy. With me, you can go far. Without me and proper guidance, you would have become a clear danger to the Masquerade. That is why, with your sire gone, the prince wanted you out of the picture too. The concierge returned, asked for permission to intrude, which Sophie gives with a polite smile. Leans in to whisper in her ear, you know that the gallery is now almost empty. I'm being told the gallery is just about to close, but we still have quite a lot to discuss. We'll go to one of my apartments. My jalopy is waiting downstairs. Come! Jalopy. Homie said jalopy.
She did.
What year is it? Anyways. The smile she puts on could tip any negotiation towards her favor. Her words are like honey, and she makes it impossible to take your eyes off of her. You were under her spell momentarily. Bitch be using, aw, girl. Okay, the little rear view thing is cute, but you know. Oh, look, she has a driver. I love him. Sophie leads you to a luxurious silver Rolls Royce and invites you to sit in the back. The chauffeur, a broad-shouldered, clean-shaven, middle-aged guy, starts driving immediately. Where did we leave off? Ah, yes. I believe I started telling you a bit more about our customs. You've heard the prince refer to our traditions. The chief among them is the Masquerade. As you might have gathered from us assembling at a niche gallery after closing times, our comings, goings, and doings tend to be somewhat secretive. We do not advertise our existence. We allow myths and modern fiction to morph and muddle the facts. So to the vast majority of kind, we remain bedtime stories and pop culture icons. Good way to hide, honestly.
Yeah.
Say, is that one television show about vampire angels still popular? Is she just meeting Angel? Is she just meeting Angel? That's amazing. You shake your head in confusion. She shrugs and continues talking, looking a little bit more dejected than before. Did she...
Is she mad that Angel's not popular anymore?
Did this bitch just announce that she likes Josh Whedon work? Like a grown-ass woman?
Or just maybe David Boreanaz.
Yes, she did. Oh my god. Okay, well... Our clandestine ways help us remain safe. Allows us to explain away the occasional trip up on the rational minds of the 21st century humanity, and dictate much of our interactions with mortals. What's the risk? Is your driver a vampire too? Wait, what about my career then? Okay, straight up though, wait, what about my career then feels like the correct response for this character.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I'm gonna be straight up. Like, homegirl was stuck in a meat locker core room and her first thought was, or one of the first thoughts was, man, is my boss gonna try and find me? But I mean, you know, I am willing to defer to other people's questions. Or, you know, cause trying to group play a story time, and it's a good thing to be doing.
Mm-hmm. We are getting along in the time.
Do it. Wait, what about my career? So what you're saying is, who I have become must remain a secret. What about my job then? My career? Is it over? Just like that? Not necessarily, but you will need to step lightly. It goes without saying that you will need an explanation for your disappearance. And it will be a few more nights before I let you go it alone. Oh, sorry, Jazz, I missed it. You might be one of the kindred now, but that comes with some caveats. For one, sunlight burns us. That's why we rest during the day. You felt it. More like being dead than being dormant, isn't it? Some more folk-related threats are just legends, or occasionally a minor nuance. Garlic, running water, even religious symbols don't repel us. Unless the wielder is uniquely pure and godly. Oh, yay. Pure faith, pure faith. That comes up in the storyline later, potentially. It's fine. Stakes through the heart, though. That's something to avoid, though they do not destroy, but they do paralyze, which, under the right circumstances, can often be the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason to have somebody like my trusted driver. Gregory! Ah, Gregory! Yeah! I'm here for Gregory. We stand Gregory. Making sure you're safe when you drift away. We have many enemies, and they often know their advantage lies with daylight. How can you trust your driver? Do vampires watch each other's backs? No. Why are you asking this? Why are you asking? You know!
Why would you ask? That's the no.
Now? No!
Did
clearly.
everybody? Did it really seem like people were watching your back then?
So it's good to keep human friends? Okay, the top question and the bottom question seem like legit questions. This middle one, I'm like... Girl, people in your office didn't look out for you. Why would you bother asking? I just... No. I'm also really sad I'm out of caffeine. I keep trying to pick up, like, empty cans that I have and being like, ah, yes, my fuel, and then just absolutely nothing. It's a problem. So... Are we gonna go with how can we trust your driver, or so it's good to keep human friends? I think I'm gonna lean into inquiring about Gregory. Yeah, no, Shas is right. Figuring out how to have a safety buddy is a good question. Your driver must know who he works for, right? I mean, he's right there. Surely he can hear everything we're saying. How can you trust him to keep your secrets? His loyalty is assured by partaking my blood. Oh, he's a ghoul! Aw, yep. Gregory. But his loyalty extends beyond just this dependency, as I'm sure he'll be happy to tell you if you ask. It's a nice change of it. Are you fucking Gregory? Is she boning down Gregory? Oh my god. I have questions. Our little sect supplies social interactions aplenty, but it doesn't really encourage counting on someone. Support given in exchange for favors. Yes, that's more like it. Long-term solidarity does occur in the Camarilla, but we are a very politicized organization by necessity. Loyalty is to your sire, to your prince, and to the sect. When you're in Elysium, like we were tonight, the sect can appear to be a monolith. The reality is more complex. Outside of official gatherings, shady deals and quid pro quo mentality reign supreme. Yup.
Where to lie?
She seems to be lost in thoughts and falls silent for a while, leaving you to ponder all the things you've learned tonight. It still feels absolutely unreal, but as piece after piece of knowledge falls into place, the image becomes almost like an entirely logical jigsaw puzzle. Whatever you wouldn't believe on your own, you've witnessed. I've also almost had a stroke. Dear God. Many questions swarm your thoughts, but the only one you keep returning to is what your place in this new reality should be. The car stops. Oh my gosh, the city block, though, is so pretty. It's so pretty! This whole game is so fucking pretty. I love it. The car stops. You're in the city, in front of an old building, but well-renovated apartment building. Blah. Hell yeah. I'm mad that we weren't picked up by Sophie instead of Kadir. We could have used that knowledge before going to Elise. Exactly! Fucking...
Yup.
Kadir, I swear on God, if... He's probably done this a bajillion times and he's tired of it, but like, fucking... If you get a fledgling that is chill enough to get to like, going to Elysium, I feel like a small just... Hey, everyone in here is a little bit of an asshole.
Everyone here is looking out for their own self-interest.
Yeah. I can't give you a lot of details, but you know, if you would like to not die, nugget, just a little context, please. Dear God. We're here. Would you like to see your lodgings? Thank you. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you for the house. My own apartment? Neat. Is it another parking lot room? Do I get a servant? I'm not gonna... I'm not digging the servant question, I'll be honest. I'm torn between my own place? Hell yeah. I don't have roommates anymore? Sick. Or is it another or am I going to another meat locker core room? Because goddamn, that sucked. Is this just what we do with all baby bats? We just put them in a stone closet and just be like, well, figure it out. For some kindred, probably. Is it another drab safe room in an underground parking lot for my safety and all of that? Valid question. I do like now that we're looking at Olenna post embrace, like her eyes do like cool like color shifty things now. Like, it's very pretty.
It is good.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not a sireless fledgling in Katir's stern grasp anymore, and even he wouldn't hold you there any longer than necessary. I think. Come upstairs. Ma'am, I don't think you have a good read on this man that I think you might either have fucked or are trying to fuck. I don't know. She leads you through a small hall with a night guard who greets Miss Langley with a good evening, and you take the stairs up to the second floor. Sophie opens the door to room 209. Inside are all of the amenities you could expect from a modern apartment, but some you wouldn't have deemed necessary from the previous night, including thick blinds over the window. I need that shit. I need that shit just in my day-to-day life. I need the sun-out curtains. Yo, yeah, no, Sophie doesn't fucking have a good read on Kadir at goddamn all, but fucking my ginger ass is like, no, I need these fucking curtains. Like, I feel like if there was, unironically, if I actually existed in World of Darkness and there was like a little group of hunters that were like not particularly good at their job, I would accidentally get staked because I give a lot of vampire
it'd be
vibes.
like definitely a vampire.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not wearing foundation, guys. This is just my face on the camera. Like, I would get hunted. Like, I've gotten sunburns through windows. Like, it's a problem. Anyways, continuing on. The back room has a comfortable looking bed and a thick steel door with sturdy looking locks, but no windows. Cool, we've upgraded the meat locker core. Well, how do you like it? This is great, thank you. What? Can't I choose another? Well enough, I guess. Like, this is fine. I have other options? This is cool, thanks, Mom. Don't know. Oh, God. Are we feeling like being grateful to Dommy Mommy, or are we just kind of like, wait, there's a plan B? I can have another apartment? What? How many apartments do you own, bitch? If we're in, like, New York, like, how much money do you have to have multiple apartments in New York? And what?
I would assume so much.
So much money. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, yeah, you know what? It's the first night with Dommy Mommy. Let's be chill. Let's be chill. This is great, thank you. I'm glad. Make yourself at home. Tomorrow I will take you hunting and discuss the blood in more detail. I'll let you get comfortable. The keys are by the television set. I will come pick you up tomorrow night. Use the back room for rest. You can lock the doors, just in case. Just in case of what?
Yeah, in case of what?
In case of what? What do you mean in case of what? Ma'am.
Also, I think that might be a good stopping place.
Oh, soon. We're almost there. I just had to relive some childhood issues because, okay, so fun fact with Sarah, most of my family is Scottish, like in Scotland, and from a very small village that was very like behind on tech and all sorts of stuff. So, and kind of leaned into old traditions and things. So people would give childhood warnings, but it would be wrapped in like fairy stories or just like vague descriptions of danger with no context. So just thinking everything is chill and then having somebody go, oh yeah, by the way, you're in mortal danger and could die at any moment, and then fucking off is just such a like a, oh no. It's like, yeah, don't fuck with that, otherwise, you know, a Kelpie will get you. And I'm like, what? Why? What? How? Where are you going? I am alone now. What? Just if you want to immediately stress me out as a person, just vaguely describe a danger, give no context, and leave. But yeah, it stings a bit when she leaves. It's like the room suddenly became a few stages dimmer. This bitch is just using awe constantly. I swear. Just constantly. Just
Why
like,
would somebody just be like Papa every single time?
Just constantly. She's just like, look, I need everybody to know, like, that I'm pretty. I was like, girl, we already know you're pretty. You don't need to be doing that. The flex is not needed. You inspect the kitchen, hoping to find something to drink. Nothing. No regular food, either. Feels strange that Kadir could be a more thoughtful host than your new sire, even if only in that respect. You briefly wonder if the sheriff might have had a hidden side. Girl, I've been calling it. I've been calling it, man. Kadir is a sad boy. That is a sad man. And if there's anything I love, it's a dark-haired sad boy. It's a read on myself. Anyways,
Yup.
With nothing left to do, you lie on the couch with the TV playing in the background for company. I do like the little flicker on the TV, though I'm confused why it's a flat screen, but it has the oscillations like it's a tube TV. It's not a huge deal. It's cool aesthetic, just the tech nerd in me is like, I don't understand. Why would you do this? Also, fun note, mirror. Having the mirror will be helpful. In case, you know, La Sombra show up. La Sombra can turn awe off. They can turn the awe off. A lot just choose not to. Columbo reruns! Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah! This game is reading me to filth! Fuck yeah, I love Columbo so much. I really should get some more fucking Columbo. I need to get Columbo merch. I really do. Kojak reruns. Hell yeah! Kojak also slaps. President of the United States got himself into serious trouble again. Okay. To be fair, this was written during the Trump era. So this makes sense for that. Though, also to be fair, Biden keeps doing dumb shit and getting in trouble. So, like, it's still a read.
Yeah.
President of the United States got him out of trouble again. This is also a read. Pundits start yelling over each other about things that seemed a little bit less significant just 2 days ago. I'm also just kind of a slut for keeping up on the news, so I'm just like, yeah. You start drifting off, reflecting about another night of confusing conversations and worldview-shattering revelations. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've roleplayed a game of VTM with, like, all freshly embraced, like, baby bats, so, you know, that could be something to look into at some point. How many more before you finally understand what happened to you and what you're supposed to do now? Never! You're never going to figure it out. Welcome to hell.
Yeah, welcome to hell. You live in hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sam, this game came out in 2019. It was like right before the 2020 election, so it's pretty recent. You keep coming back to the life you left behind. The people you should contact, the things you want to pick up from your apartment. You wonder when you'll have the chance for either. Well, you gotta get your phone back from Kadir.
Yeah.
Bitch still has your cell phone.
It is amazing that, you know, she didn't immediately go, hey, before we leave, Kadir has my phone.
Considering the situation, I'm absolutely willing to just let go of the fact that this person, who's presumably at least a millennial, let somebody take their phone and fucking forgot. Because, you know, you almost got decapitated in front of a room of rich people in a weird art gallery. Like, you know, that's fair to forget your phone. But I'm also just like, get the bitch her phone back. Oh, God. I'm just like, would Kadir go through her phone? That's actually a good question. Would he go through her phone? Because he is the sheriff, and he's having to investigate her being embraced because there was an illegal embrace.
Yeah.
But... but also, it's just like, how much of it is he going to go through? I'm like, does Elena have Snapchat? I don't think Elena has Snapchat. She doesn't read to me as like a Snapchat kind of person. She probably has Mastodon. Let's be honest, she probably has Mastodon. At least a Twitter. As you start to feel the same tiredness that made you drift into a cold sleep last night, you settle into the back room. The bed is comforting. The lack of windows less so. You should be chill with there being no windows at this point. You've accepted your fate. You leave the light bulb on. Looking at it, you realize it's the closest you'll ever come to staring at the sun on a breezy summer day again. A wave of melancholy washes over... Oh, yep, we're a sad Ventru. We are a sad Ventru.
Yep.
A few minutes later, your consciousness fades, and you take in the plunge into the darkness again. All of the sinking. Okay, I am getting ravenously hungry and have been at this for 3+ fucking hours. So if everybody's cool with it, I think we're gonna pause our story and maybe pick up later on in the future with Olenna and the marvelous mystery adventures of her getting her phone back from Gatir before he starts stealing her nudes.
Okay. Before he starts being creepy.
Well, he doesn't strike me as creepy, but considering he's been a spice
If you steal
lord...
nudes, you're creepy.
Oh, yeah, Shash, you're right. Fucking Olenna has a fucking LinkedIn. I forget about LinkedIn being a thing. But yeah, yeah, I'm good to pick up with this later in the future. If people liked this, please let us know in the chat and in the comments, and we can continue on the adventures of Olenna the Ventru. I'm Sarah, one of the players and future storytellers here for Lagniappe Gaming. We got link in the doobly-doo. We also have a little sponsorship shout-out thing with Odd Duck Dice. So if you want some cool math clacky rocks, they got some cool stuff on their Etsy, and that link should also be in the doobly-doo. James, did you have any last hurrahs, questions, concerns?
Oh, no. I'm James the Lorebot. You can find me at Shaggy Fury. I'm a player and potentially a storyteller here at Lagniappe and other places. Again, I'm one of the hosts and researchers for Blank Bodies. Really good to have Odd Duck Dice as a sponsor. It was real fun hanging out, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll hopefully have more of a shout out so we can get more homies for snacks and chills for more vibey chill stream games and answering VTM World of Darkness questions and whatnot in the future. So have a good weekend. Stay